Welcome back. Love Boat Project, episode number 76. I am your host, Mike Taylor. With me, as always, my co-host, Mike Robertson. Ahoy, Mike.
Hey, Mike. What a fantastic way to end our third of 9.4 seasons. If you like potential criminal activity, this was your week to shine.
This was great. Potential, almost borderline kidnapping going on this week on the Love Boat. Oof. Yeah.
I'm glad they treated stalking with the reverence that we would have come to expect about serious issues on this boat. So
Nothing like stalking with a laugh track. It's just, wait
yeah,
a minute, wait. No
right.
police
Like heavy
involved.
heavy
Just,
laugh track. Yeah. Like,
and
well, you know what? They got their best. They get their best guy on it. They got the same person who they had on Suicide Watch last week on it. Julie Quay.
Just clueless. Just unbelievable. We're here to talk about the season 3 finale, Love Boat season 3, episode 28. If you're following along with IMDb, in Paramount Plus, it's episode 26. Episode titled "No Girls for Doc." What? Marriage of Convenience, The Caller, and The Witness. 4 stories, 90 minutes, Mike. Very special season finale.
Now, The Caller really was like, I guess maybe they couldn't say stalker, or maybe stalker wasn't
I don't even know if that was the word back then.
a term back then. Okay, I'll give them that one.
They just called it pushy back then.
Yeah.
Very pushy.
Ring a ding ding.
It's something.
Second time that we have used the title The Witness. And do you remember the first witness?
I remember the story, but I can't remember who the witness was.
Way back in season 1, I believe it is a Stubby nominee for worst storyline. Actually, it might be season 2. Actually, now that I think about it, Robert Reed and Tony Tennille in The Witness.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I forgot
that
about
was
that. Because
that
Robert
was
Reed
awful.
was the witness. They were like, well, it
Right.
worked for a man. Let's flip it.
Right, except it didn't work.
It did.
So this was better. When we rank the witness storylines, this was better. But
Well, I also, when we do get to it, I kind of want to talk about the crime that was witnessed.
oh, and I want to
Just
talk about the dispersal of funds for the district attorney's office of whatever town that is.
Well, apparently he didn't use it for his clothing allowance, because talk about a schlep, huh? Jeez.
He's undercover, man.
Oh, he's super undercover as a schlep. I mean, this guy, he's wearing, you know, stripes and different pointing stripes in another direction. The guy's outfits are busy.
He should have wore some Daisy Dukes.
Should have wore his Chips uniform. That's what he should have worn. Original air date, May 3rd, 1980. As I said, it was on at 8 p.m., 90-minute episode. What else was on? Let's start. CBS at 8 o'clock. This seems to be a steady thing here now, is the Tim Conway Show.
Yeah.
With guest star Helen Reddy. That's a big guest.
Oh, wow.
NBC.
She was on the like.
She was a big
she
deal.
was on like most people. She was a big deal, and she, like most people that we've seen in these other variety shows, she was on a Muppet Show. It was fine. She was fine. Like, some of these musicians can only act so much, you know.
Tony Tennille's a great
better than Tennille.
Not much. Anybody.
Yeah.
NBC at 8 p.m. we get a repeat of BJ and the Bear, episode called Siege, which we've previously discussed.
Yep.
CBS at 9 p.m. movie, not TV movie, movie. Rio Lobo, 9 to 11 p.m. 1970, after the Civil War, Cord McNally searches for the traitors whose perfidy, big word for a recording morning, perfidy caused the defeat of McNally's unit and the loss of a close friend. And he discovers that one of the turncoats is involved in a plot, it's a long description, to swindle a rancher out of his land. Starring John Wayne.
Whoa.
Christopher, son of Robert Mitchum? I don't know. Or father of, I don't know. Wow, if he's the father of Robert Mitchum, good
Robert
Lord.
Mitchum was born in like 60.
Jeez. Tales from the 1700s with Christopher Mitchum, Jennifer O'Neill, and Jack Elam.
That's a that feels like they did a lot of work for a Civil War movie that you could have just had be a Civil War movie, but
It could have been quick.
like ranch stealing.
Yeah, I don't. Perfidy? Oh
Yeah, I
boy,
mean,
let's get
I
into
bet
it.
I bet you Ken Burns' Civil War doesn't use perfidy.
This was the inspiration for a young Ken Burns. He saw Rio
That's
Lobo and
true.
he's like, I can do better.
Boy,
I can do better than perfidy.
we did not get a lot of TV movies this year.
No, we did not.
Like, especially compared to like season 1. Now, I do think part of that is because NBC basically went Chips BJ all season.
Yeah.
And when CBS was flailing, they maybe did a couple.
Well, a lot
I remember
of
that one
specials too, like a lot of weird,
yeah,
which we have again this evening. But yeah, I did notice that it's kind of disappointing because I enjoy the TV movie. If only the synopsis, they're fantastic.
Yeah, I like when it's a movie I've never heard
Yeah.
of or something like that. But like generally, the movies that made it to TV, you at least have some sense of it.
Something.
Whereas a TV movie could just be absolute dreck. So that it has. There've been some changes in this, and obviously by the time we get back next season, it's going to be completely different again because that's how TV works. But
Well, I'm just wondering, are they just going to throw movies on a Saturday night? The other networks, like
well,
not other, but like CBS, because like.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
And we talked about this a little bit. No, again, and we will deal with this more in our season premiere, I think, like in terms of the strike and the long delay. Like our next episode is late October, right? So there's a lot of stuff. It's probably like post World Series. If ABC had the World Series that year, or something like that.
We're back.
Right. But we know for a fact BJ is gone from the Saturday night lineup. But Chips is a stalwart. We assume Love Boat and Fancy Island are back, but their lead in is going to be different because the Ropers are going to be gone. And then CBS, I agree with you. Maybe they think the Tim Conway show is at least something. So, but I'm sure nobody starts out planning to put movies on from 9 to 11, right?
No,
they always start out with a show. It fails, and then they end up with a movie. So I'll be curious. That's one of my favorite parts of doing new seasons. We're going to get, as we go further, there are going to be shows that we recognize more and more and more, and so even though Saturday night is still kind of a graveyard.
But I do wonder as we get later in the lifespan of the show, like when those ratings start to, and I'm just assuming at some point those ratings dip. I'm curious to see what other networks do in response to sort of try to take those ratings away or kick them while they're down or a stronger competitor or something.
Well, and when we get to Mr. Wilcox, actually, I have a thought about that too, just based on conversations we've had about that kind of war of ratings. So.
Yeah. NBC at 9 p.m., another movie, Mike. It is The Towering Inferno, Part 2.
Yes.
Oof. Efforts to rescue people trapped by a fire in the world's tallest skyscraper fail repeatedly as casualties mount.
They do.
They do. And chances for survival of the rest lessen with this all-star cast here.
Yeah, there's no way they're going to name everybody. So
no, but I'm giving you the heavy hitters here.
Yep.
Steve McQueen, Paul Newman, Richard Chamberlain, king of the miniseries, O.J. Simpson, William Holden. I didn't know about the O.J. Faye Dunaway, Fred Astaire, Robert Vaughn, one of our favorites, Robert Wagner.
So I have seen Towering Inferno a lot. OJ is a fireman who actually does a decent rescue job, but I think he definitely rescues a cat.
Goes against type, huh?
Yeah.
I think rescuing anything.
I feel like Richard Chamberlain tries to butt in line on the escape plan and goes out the window. Fred Astaire definitely goes down in the elevator on the outside of the building.
Does he do any dancing?
Pretty sure Robert Wagner gets burned alive in his bedroom. So it's a lot
fantastic. Oh, nice.
But
a lot of stunt work.
It is of all those movies, it is the best. It is just friggin' Paul Newman.
Airport, but I've never seen this.
Airport's good and everything, but like this is just the best stars you ever had. I mean, Newman, Dunaway, McQueen,
I mean,
Bill
it's
Holden. Friggin' Bill Holden is just
yeah, Bill
great.
Holden's great.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I would have watched that tonight. And I liked this Love Boat episode, but I would have watched
I like
part 2 of Towering Inferno. So.
It's a shame we wouldn't be able to tape it back then. Be like, what do we do? There's 2 shows on that we want to watch. We only
Oh, and
have
we've
one
been skipping.
TV.
We've been every other week, right? So we missed
Yeah.
part 1 probably last
Yeah.
Saturday.
Mhm.
Oh, can you imagine if you'd never seen Towering Inferno? I wonder where they
You
break
gotta
it
wait
off.
a week.
It's
I would
something
hope
bad.
it's Friday, Saturday. Like, where do you stop it? You know what I mean? ABC at 9:30. We've got a special, and this
Not
and
Fantasy
Margaret,
Island.
not Fantasy Island.
Oh, wow.
9:30 to 10 o'clock Fantasy Island, but since it's 90
gotcha,
minutes, 8
gotcha.
to 9:30. And Margaret, Hollywood Movie Girls is the name of the special. But wait, it's about to get weird. And Margaret and her guests take a musical look at real and mythical Hollywood femme fatales from the past to the present. Okay, and here's where it gets weird.
I mean, right there is pretty weird. It's like Anne Margaret's a famous interviewer. Like,
So if you're gonna take a musical look, right, at Hollywood femme fatales
okay.
with Anne Margaret and her guests, you would never guess who these 4 guests are in a million years related to the topic of this special.
So it's hard because top of my head, right? Femme fatales wouldn't necessarily be musical, right?
Nope. No.
It's not going to be like Judy Garland or something.
Nope. Well, when you discuss a list like this, you really want to bring on some experts.
Okay.
That's why Anne Margaret invited George Burns, Dom DeLuise, Danny DeVito, and Roger Moore to discuss a musical look at mythical Hollywood femme fatales with Danny DeVito.
No females.
No females.
No females.
Other than Anne Margaret.
I don't understand any of that.
No, I don't either.
So is it like is that like a politically incorrect round table like Anne Margaret's hosting?
No kidding. What do you think of her?
Oh, I really want to dig around for that. That sounds horrible.
It's horrible. Well, I'm just reading. I'm like, George Burns. Okay, that's weird. Dom DeLuise and Danny DeVito.
Yeah, you're kind of putting a hat on a hat there with those guys.
That's something. That's a ratings grabber.
Weird.
After the Love Boat, well, don't put that remote away because there's no such thing. Just have a seat and enjoy George Burns' take on femme fatales in Hollywood. Jeez. Wow. But we are not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the season finale. Let me give you the synopsis. The male crew members challenge Doc to a bet after he swears off women. A widow must make a decision about her friend's mystery caller. What?
Wait. A widow?
That doesn't make that. A widow must make a decision about her friend's mystery caller. That doesn't make any sense at all.
That's not right.
That's not right at all. A man falls for the young woman and is protect. What? A widow makes a decision about her friend's. It's got there.
Because Helen Hayes is a widow, but there was no mystery caller. That was very blatant, right?
Maybe in a parallel universe, Helen Hayes ends up with Martin Short. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, that's clearly not right. Guest stars. You'd think we'd have it by now. 76. You'd think, come on, where's our research team? Come on.
I mean, they've been decent this year. They haven't been as bad. That just feels like a mistake.
They didn't even try it. Guest stars. Catherine Bach as Pat Bigelow. First appearance in The Love Boat. We'll see her again in season 6. Known for her role as Daisy Duke. 147 episodes of Daisy Duke, by the way.
This is our first Dukes, right?
Yeah, we didn't have Tom Wopat, right?
We haven't had John
Cooter.
Schneider yet.
We haven't had Uncle Jesse.
Boss Hogg.
Roscoe Pico. No. We haven't had Flash, the Basset Hound.
Or Bowen Vance. We haven't had Bowen Vance.
Nothing. Bowen Vance. You know, the Duke boys. Sure.
I will say, I don't think I've ever seen Catherine Bach in anything besides Dukes of Hazzard. She was fine. I was a little worried. It's not like she was
worried. Based on her first scene, I was worried. I was like, oh
yeah.
boy.
She wasn't great. I will say that whole storyline.
She's one note, you know?
Agreed. That whole storyline I felt like was sped up in a way that was unnecessary for a 90-minute episode.
Yeah.
and I
They were
didn't
like
think that
running
helped.
downhill.
Right.
Hurry up,
Just
hurry up,
everybody
hurry
was
up.
delivering their lines very fast. It's just
Just like go, 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 go. 90 minutes, 90 minutes. They must have had like a stopwatch. Hurry up, Catherine Bach. Get to your
yeah.
line. Larry Breeding is Jack Stander. First appearance. We'll see him again in season 4. Not much out there on him.
Oh, wait. So you don't have this.
No.
It's a terrible, terrible story.
Oh,
So I thought this guy was really good. I had
thought he was
never
good too.
seen him before. I really liked
Right.
him. In, I want to say like 82, 83. So in a few years here, he is signed on to do a co-star show with Gerald McCraney because Simon & Simon wasn't going to get picked up.
Oh, okay.
Simon & Simon gets a last minute pickup. McCraney's not available, and so they're spending some time looking for the new McCraney. In that time, this guy, Larry, whatever his name
Breeding.
is, killed in a one-car auto wreck.
Oh.
Yeah. Dies in a one-car crash on the freeway.
Oh, man. That's awful. Yeah, that's
the
terrible.
show event cast Andy plays them.
Poor Larry Breeding. That's a sad story, man.
Yeah, so I thought it's very sad, and I thought it was very interesting. And yeah, I mean, it sounded like a big deal. I don't know, but
it's like that. Remember that Swedish or he was some Norwegian, maybe? He was the guy that wrote that, like The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and he wrote all 3 books. And he went to go submit them to the editor, and he like got hit by a car and died, and he never saw. It's weird.
Yeah,
poor guy. Maurice, speaking of barely alive, Maurice Evans as Hollister Dale. First and only appearance on the Love Boat. Hollister Dale, industrial carpet enthusiast. Hollister Dale. Helen Hayes, yes, sir.
Hold on, Hollister Dale. First of all, in case you guys have not seen the episode, it's a combination of John Houseman and Alfred Hitchcock. And you just come from but that guy loved carpets.
If you bring up industrial carpets, that dude comes to life. You start talking about that.
Do you think Hollister Dale? Hollister is a tribute to Paul Hollister, the Burt Convy character in the Charlie's Angels crossover.
1,000%. 1,000%. It's
because they're the same. They're the same guy, obviously.
It's an Easter egg. Yeah. Helen Hayes, and I'll say that, well, first and only appearance, second person to win the EGOT, first woman to do it, awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1986 by Ronald Reagan. Arguably, well, is she the biggest star we've ever had?
I mean, it is. She's the first lady of the American theater.
She's amazing.
I have never seen her in anything.
Me neither. I've heard the name, but yeah.
And boy, she's you amazing. Get it. Boy, do you get it right away.
Yeah. Adjust your stubby nominations now.
Seriously, we have had a few of these, and we will talk about them a lot, obviously, next episode. But
in this season, we've had a lot of these.
Yes, absolutely. But my God, just talk about like, I can't even like define it where it's just like, but it was just like, she was so much better than everything in here in a way that made all the theater stuff makes total sense. Right. Like 100%. It was just, oh my God. And we've talked about this where some of the best performances we've seen are people that are very theater heavy because they give you a lot of crap to say. What it is.
You're staging. It's just, it's just live theater. Yeah.
But Jesus Christ. And she blew the rest of those clowns off the stage in her storyline. So
you'd think that James MacArthur would be a better actor just through like osmosis. And listen, I had all my money on James MacArthur because I needed him for a Stubby Award.
Sorry, you know what, buddy? I don't think you're getting it, brother.
No, I can't even give it to him because he's Helen Hayes' son. He's awful. This is not a bounce back appearance for Dano.
So you watched a little bit of Hawaii Five-0, right? I don't know that I've watched it enough with like as an adult to know. Like he's horrible. He wasn't that good in the first one we
He
saw
was
him in.
he's not good.
Terrible in this. He was terrible.
He's
He
not great in
was
Hawaii Five-0. He's just like the second guy. He's like, go
so
get evidence,
bad.
Dano. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just
He's like
nothing.
the 9 millionth
Dude, he's
person
terrible.
of the American theater.
It's just, but I just thought, like, geez, like, you're not going to pick up your mom's on set. Can you act a little harder? Can you
Oh
just
my
do something?
God. Like, you couldn't
Nothing.
even nail the one scene where it's just the two of them.
It
Like, you couldn't
wasn't
just nail
nothing.
that one. Like,
Nothing was believable in the way, not in the words he delivered, the way he delivered them, and even in his like the physical staging.
oh,
I
you know,
needed him for a damn stubby for best comeback. Nothing.
nope.
I crossed it out in
Vicky.
pen.
Yeah, I agree. Vicky,
Oh,
that's a special kind of marriage love. Oh, shut up, man. Come on.
and there's a little weirdness about that whole situation that I would like to get into there's some weird confusion on my part, which who knows, maybe I'm just a silly goose, but
That never happens.
no, never. James MacArthur, second appearance, boo. Sorry. John McCook as Smooth Mark Bridges.
Holy cow.
This guy's not messing around.
Oh my God. Velvet voice.
Jeez. Medallion, no shirt, and a bathing suit.
Karate.
Oh, I'm a black belt in karate. Oh, lots to unpack. Mark Bridges, great character. That's the kind of guy I'd love to see back, like in 4 episodes.
Oh,
as
yeah.
like a peripheral.
Well, they made it. They've done that a few times
great.
this season. Namath was like this, where they were like, "Oh, he's
Regulars.
a regular on the Love
Yeah.
Boat," which, yeah, like, why not? I'll do that. Let's go.
I'm fine with it. Bring back Mark Bridges. Good Lord, the ultimate horn dog, Mark Bridges, and Scaredy
Oh,
Cat, all in one.
He's on the list too.
Mark Bridges, scared of bullets. There you go. Mildred Natwick.
Well, fair.
Fair. I mean, it's totally fine. He does know karate. That's just bullshit he tells ladies, though. He doesn't know. Nobody knows karate except for Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris in the
That
early
room wasn't
80s.
big
Get
enough
outta
to
here.
do karate. Like, he
He
wasn't
didn't
going to be
even
able
look
to do
limber
karate.
enough to kick somebody, Mark Bridges.
I feel like he was too tall for karate. Like,
You can't. That guy's no. Mildred Natwick for name of the week as Beatrice Dale. First and only appearance. Not much on her. Christopher Norris, girl name, as Gail Paget. It's a girl with the name Christopher. Interesting. First appearance. We'll see her 4 more times. She appeared on 37 episodes of Trapper John MD as Nurse Ripples Brancusi.
wow.
Yeah, that's real. Nurse Ripples Brancusi. I know you're a
I'm
big
glad she's
Trapper
coming.
John MD
Yeah,
fan. So
right. I'm glad she's coming back because I can't decide if I thought she's good or not. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it again. I'd like to see her again
but
because
it could go either way on her, to be honest.
yeah. So
and maybe we'll figure that out by the end of this episode because
perhaps, yeah.
Larry Wilcox as Wayne Zero Charisma Dobson. First appearance. You can't be a cop if you don't have a pulse, Mike. Come on now. First appearance on the Love Boat. We'll see him again in season 9 when we see everybody back on the Love Boat. He appeared in 116 episodes of Chips. Fun fact, Mike, he and Eric Estrada did not like each other.
I think you've mentioned that in passing before. So
he blames Estrada for having him fired prior to the last season of the show.
Oh, see, I didn't know he got fired. I don't have as much of a Chips knowledge as you do. I have very baseline knowledge, and so this was really like the first Wilcox I've seen. I thought he was good for what it was. I thought he was funny. I thought he had good timing.
He's fine. I thought he was all right.
The interesting thing to me was, and we have talked about it, even though it's not going up against it, Chips is the #1 show on Saturday night this season.
Yeah.
On a different network.
Right.
And you've brought this up, and I don't disagree, that you wonder if they'll be doing less non-ABC shows moving forward. It was interesting. Now Chips isn't on tonight.
That's what I was going to say. I wonder if there's like a thing in there like, look, we can't be a direct competitor with the show you star on, but
because it would have been going right up against Chips, right?
Yeah,
like
you can't.
Yeah. So So we've seen. I think the only one. No, that was the same network. I was gonna say we've seen a couple where people have been
Yeah.
on multiple shows on the same night, but they've been on the same network. So
Yeah.
it is interesting, and I think as we keep going now, where CBS is the big dog right now, who knows what it'll be next year?
Not on
I hope
Saturday
that I
nights. They're
hope
not the
that
big dog. Jeez.
I hope that is not the case because it would limit our potential,
Oh, we got
options
to
or
have what else
whatever.
is on to. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Um.
yeah. So
Finally, maybe possibly the kernsing of the series so far. Maybe, I don't know. Martin Short is Melvin. First and only appearance. What I did find out, I found out a little more info about the Canada Walk of Fame. Now we know where it is now,
now we do, yes.
but I didn't know that the stars are in the shape of a maple leaf.
Oh, nice.
He's on the obviously the Canadian Walk of Fame,
So shouldn't it be like Leaf of Fame then?
right? It's not a
Not a
star
star.
if it's a leaf.
Although I guess Walk of Fame isn't a star. Yeah, so I guess that makes sense.
Well, I wonder in Canada when
Um,
they look up in the sky, do they see stars or do they see
or
little tiny maple leaves?
leaves. Yeah. Um, I will say the Kernsing is a plot Kerns
I
because
can get
they
with that.
didn't want to reveal him. They clearly wanted you to think it was like why can I'm so bad with characters this week.
Jack
But
Standard.
Jack Standard, yeah. They clearly wanted you to think it was him, and so I had the
I
same
agree.
thought you did, but I think that's a plot Kernsing. So
Well, he kept just popping up, and
yeah.
they had made him look as weird as possible. Like it
Oh
was
yeah. Oh, it's basically like, hey, are you like running like a C minus Ed Grimley here this week?
something.
Like,
Yeah,
like,
I think that's exactly what I put down. I'm like, what?
yeah.
The low bid.
Um, the real Kernsing, and we will talk about it when we get to the scene, was the tuxedo shop.
Oh,
But we'll
Pierre?
get to
Oh, forget
that.
about Pierre. Jesus, where's this guy been?
Oh
And what's
my
this shop
god.
about? It's not the. There's a
Save
tailor
it.
shop.
Save it. I got like 40 minutes
Oh,
on that shop. So.
I love that guy. I almost dressed up as Pierre for the final episode this morning. Good Lord. Anything to cover before we hop on the boat, sir?
No, I would say the 90-minute episodes are always weird because it's like
Yeah,
they do add a storyline, but it does sometimes feel rushed, but also it feels padded, all that stuff. I will say, even though I have questions that I will bring up about maybe some of these storylines were a little too similar to each other to be in the same
sure,
episode,
sure.
it moved.
It
Um,
moved. It moved.
there, even though there was a little bit of padding, like with some padding shots and stuff, I know we say this all the time about 90-minute episodes, but I feel like you could have probably pulled some stuff out of here and had a um, really good 60-minute, but it didn't drag, which I think maybe that just comes because we've done so many two-parters this
Yeah,
season that
yeah.
you're waiting for that extra half hour. But it was fun. It was a fun last episode of the season, and I would say because they don't really do season finales like in the traditional way, I would say it felt like a good season finale. So
I tell you, it would have been great if they had that adoption person. We talked about it before to have that cliff. I love a cliffhanger at the end of a season. Is Steubing going to lose Vicky? Remember we talked about that.
yeah,
I love a cliffhanger, and
well, I
I
mean, just the fact that they lumped all the Vicky episodes into a consecutive
brr. Yeah,
lump for its
the
life.
the the Ballad of Vicky in 3 consecutive weeks. All
The
right,
miniseries, the Vicky
no
miniseries.
kidding. There's Richard
So,
Chamberlain. Would somebody say miniseries?
Vicky, I'm your real father.
Oh God, and
He
bring
goes
back
out the
Mark.
window of the towering inferno.
Where's Street Hawk when we need him? More on that later. All right, well, let's get on the boat. We hear the horn ring. We see boxes being loaded on the ship. We see boxes being unloaded on the ship. I don't know what's happening here. It's either being
That's a
loaded or
90
unloaded.
minute. That's a
Yeah,
90-minute episode
they
right
just
there.
ran it backwards, like ran it forwards and ran it backwards. A blonde woman enters the boat. She tells Julie that she's a little nervous and asks how soon the boat leaves. And I'm like, oh, is this another deep water issue here? Are we another potential jumper? She tells Julie she's anxious to put some distance between her and her telephone. Last 3 months, she's had mystery phone calls. Tells Julie he's very polite, but somehow, wait, Because remember, Julie said, "I know what that means," like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
breathing and stuff. And we're like,
breathing, and did she
whoa,
say heavy breathing and
yeah,
sexy?
yeah, yeah. You're telling on
Julie's
yourself
like,
there,
go
Julie.
on.
Gee, no, call me, Martin Short. Uh, tells Julie that he's very polite, but somehow he calls her everywhere she goes. Introduces herself to Julie as Gail Paget. I don't know. Promenade deck
Paget. He was
350.
Paget.
Paget.
Yeah.
Unlisted cabins. And
Yeah, what
Gail
is
walks
that?
away to her cabin. I don't
What is
know.
an unlisted cabin?
How is it unlisted if she's saying it out loud? What are you talking about? Where do you see the number if
Yeah,
it's not
that
written
dude
down,
behind
Julie?
you heard all of it. Like,
What are you writing it in invisible ink? Like, how do you, did you make the number up, Julie? Come on. Ugh. Enter gentleman boarding the ship who's staring at Gail as she walks away. More specifically, he's staring at her hiney. You know, it's weird. I wasn't sure how to spell hiney. It's a weird spelling for the word hiney, by
I
the
don't know
way.
if I've ever actually spelled it. Yeah.
It's a weird.
So, so again,
Yeah.
I guess if you're like not gonna go to the cops, this is a good idea. If
What,
you're
to go
Gail
on a
Paget,
cruise
to
instead?
just get to go to
Go
a
to
place without
Mexico.
phones.
Go to international
Yeah,
waters where laws are a little loosey goosey.
well,
What
it's
are you
not
doing?
just that, but it's like if this guy's a stalker and he finds you, you're trapped now. And this
Right.
boat
Where are you going to
has-
go? Hope you can swim, Gail. Like, what
well,
do you?
I mean, we've seen documentaries about real cruise liners where they're
Mhm.
not safe, and this boat has even less security than them. So
There's nothing here, and we haven't even gotten to the mayonnaise-based salads yet. We're talking about safety. So, uh, Julie asks if he needs any help. He says, "No, I think I can handle this by myself." Walks away. No cabin number given, by the way. I don't know. He's sleeping in that where John Ritter stashed his clothes. Apparently,
he just
no cabin. Just walks
he's
off.
got a bag of zip ties.
No
Like-
kidding. And a rag, a chloroform rag. He just follows Gail up the stairs.
and a phone.
And a
He's
phone.
just gonna-
Yeah, with those big gray cell
One of
phones.
the ones where you like it was on the wall and you just
Raider O'Reilly's with him because you need a radio operator to do a radio. We see a man and woman approach Gopher. Tells Gopher that their names are Wayne Dobson and Pat Bigelow. I'll tell you what, Daisy Duke does not look like a Pat Bigelow.
No, Pat's a like give me a Patty at least.
Yeah, that makes more sense, Patty, but
Yeah.
she didn't look like a Pat.
Pat Bigelow sounds like he runs the union.
Something,
So
something. Or it's Bam Bam's sister.
Bam Bam. I knew you were gonna do that.
Woo! Promenade Deck 101 and 102. Here's the thing. I didn't realize that these were adjoining rooms. I know we're going to get to it. I never think.
They said it.
Did they say it?
Yeah, Gopher says it. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Wayne Dobson says, "I hope our cabins are away from the other passengers." Gopher says that they're booked, but if something comes available, he'll let Wayne know. Wayne says it's a matter of life and death. Gopher thinks this is just a little bit odd, as does Isaac and Vicky, but no need to report this.
No.
No need to
Yeah, what-
report the word death being thrown around at boarding.
The fact that we did not get a Stubing Mysteries episode out of this with 2 potential crimes, they didn't even bother telling the captain this
Nothing.
stuff. He's busy
Don't even
having
worry about
coffee
it.
with Helen Hayes.
Well, I think I know why. We're about to see why Stubing was not involved, because Stubing is completely oblivious. Stubing's greeting a passenger, and wait, there's someone who looks kind of like Doc, wearing a rain hat, a raincoat, and shoes that were about 5 sizes too big. And he's trying to sneak on the boat. Julie sees him, but Doc gives her the be quiet sign. Doc sneaks past Stubing, ever alert, omnipresent Stubing,
Well,
who's
you know,
right
Doc's
by
smaller.
the thing.
Doc's smaller than like an iceberg, so I guess
He's
it's
wearing
okay.
bright yellow. It would nothing. You're
He's
just
always
not even
wearing
gonna-
bright yellow. He probably thought he was working out.
Bet he's got a bright yellow kimono. He's going to go change into after this.
Can't wait to
I
see
have a
him in this
Japanese robe.
Japanese
for you.
robe.
Season of the robes. We see, and then as he's walking towards Julie, we see Martin Short in an almost Ed Grimley outfit.
Yeah.
Walks past, and Doc avoids talking to Julie. Martin Short takes up the whole seat, the whole
He's there.
and just wow.
He's getting his shots in. Like,
Oh,
so.
he's getting his money's worth. He's like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna make my good for
He's like,
you.
I did not fly down from Toronto
No,
to get forgotten about. So
sorry, we're gonna make this happen. Doc backs his way into the lobby where we see a brief shot of Martin Short again. Doc and Isaac see him immediately. Doc says, I don't want to talk about it. I learned a new word this week, Mike. And that word is I was at a party when some
Trollop.
trollop.
You didn't know that?
No.
No,
I
trollop's
had
a good
no,
one.
I've always heard it,
Yeah.
but I did not
Yeah.
know. Wow. Uh, suggests we go skinny dipping in the ocean. She ran off with my clothes, my wallet, and everything. Boy, in the early 80s, imagine you lose your wallet.
Man, Doc
There's,
got rolled. It's so funny because, like, I guess it makes sense because while I will always give credit for Doc being like on always be suspicious, right? And
yeah.
that comes up later here, but women trump even suspicion for him. And so I guess I'm surprised he doesn't get rolled more. So
Oh, yeah. Because you'd think he would learn. Like his vacation
yeah.
away from the boat should like not be any women involved because he's just exhausted
I mean, he was
from.
just at a party, which the other thing is too, like Doc's parties are probably key parties at minimum,
Oh, it was
right?
a
Like
big
you should
bowl.
not be
Yeah.
going, you can't be going out to a party the night before the cruise leaves, man. Come on,
No,
Doc. Like,
no, you can't do that. I completely agree. That's just irresponsible.
yeah.
Um. All right. Hold on. All right. Uh. Doc backs his way. I'm sorry. Doc announces he was done messing around. Tells Isaac and Gopher that he wants nothing to do with women on this upcoming cruise. And I'm like, what? So that's like what? A 4-day break? Like, what is that really?
Maybe
That's really gonna maybe it might be a
and this might have
3-day
been a
cruise.
2-day. This might have been a 2-day
It was
cruise.
a
I
quick
mean,
one.
yeah.
It was. I only saw one sightseeing tour.
And that was
That was the only
that
stop.
was they had dinner the first day of the cruise. They talked
Yeah.
about that the next day, and then they got off. Yeah, I think it's a 2-nighter.
Quick one. So it's
Yeah.
good for you, Doc. Swearing off women for 72 hours.
And he couldn't even do it.
He couldn't do it. No, he
Spoiler.
couldn't do it. Makes a bet with Gopher and Isaac that he won't mess around with any women on the next cruise. This cruise, loser has to pay for a night on the town for all three of them. That's a fair bet. Although three-way bets
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. Like, how did Isaac get into this? So if Doc loses, he has to buy them both. But if
Yeah.
like what?
Well, I
It
wonder
just
if
seems
like
like
it's
an
the thought
unfair
where
advantage. Hmm.
but also you figure Gopher and Isaac probably equal salary to Doc, right? Or even
Yeah, I was just
not
gonna
quite.
say, like,
So
in
that's
the
probably
end,
what
all
it is. Yeah.
makes sense. Doc doesn't
Right.
want to make him go poor. I wonder how much Doc makes. Like you're going back 1980 on a cruise ship. I mean, I would assume
I would
that's
think so.
pretty
So here's the
well.
thing. So if
Yeah.
he's a legitimate doctor, which we always joke, but he's a legitimate doctor, right? He has to.
Sure.
So
He does surgery.
do you have to get paid more because it's a non-practical position and maybe the field is harder to get, right? Like it's a limited field, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Or is all the accoutrement kind of baked in and you don't get as much because you're
You're on a
it's
freaking
interesting.
cruise ship.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wonder because in the Army, they if you sign up to be in the Army and you're a doctor, the one benefit of that is that you don't have to pay any malpractice insurance as you're, you know what I mean? Because you're going to school for free, and a lot of these young doctors pay that malpractice insurance, and apparently it's crazy. So the first thing that popped in my head is, I wonder if he's a doctor on this ship because he doesn't want to deal with malpractice, especially if he spends so much time in international waters. Like,
I think we know why Doc is a doctor on this ship.
oh yeah,
Which is a different question than you're asking.
100%, 100%. So I just wonder if it's sort of like some of those. There's some crossover on some of those type of things. Where did he?
I'm
going to
say the Prince. This is also the late 70s, early 80s, so I think it's maybe more of a lifestyle that would be normal than it would be today for a guy in his 40s, right? So, but I think there's a certain kind of person that would take a job like this. It's kind of like traveling nurse, right? Where you live somewhere for like a year and stuff like that. It's a version of that. So
that'd be pretty awesome. I mean, if you're a single doctor, I mean, it's not a bad gig.
I mean, if you're okay with the lifestyle itself, and I think the other thing too, we only talk about it in the few times where it actually comes up, but it's like you are really on your own when the bad stuff happens, right? I mean, it's like, so it's
you better hope somebody picks up the phone at night
like
to help you do
maybe
surgery.
maybe you have a nurse, maybe
so. You had that one great nurse and now she's gone, so he's doing I mean, although it is a little weird for a doctor, and I know we'll get there, to apply sunscreen. after someone gets burned. I don't know. I mean, we'll get to it, but there's a lot of questionable practices going on.
Well, I don't know why she just didn't grab some of that loose sunscreen that Mark had.
Right?
Doc,
I mean,
remember Doc just had that stuff lying around?
everywhere. It's everywhere. Excuse me. Julie's standing with Vicky as a male passenger approaches. Asks if Agatha Winslow has checked in yet. Says he's traveling with her. Julie says, no, she hasn't, Mr. Winslow. He replies, Mr. Winslow, no, I'm Scott Burgess. Great.
The most boring man in the
You're
world.
awful. Everyone would be sleeping in his church. Just golly. It's Sunday nap Scott Burgess. This guy's awful. I wanted to give him a stubby nomination so bad. I had it all.
There are
Come on,
two
Dano.
people that are eligible for this goddamn award.
Just nothing. Nothing. This guy, I put it all on you, Scott Burgess. Christ. An older man and woman ask Gopher and Isaac, which is the promenade deck?
It's still.
And when I say older, I mean
sounds
older.
like a cartoon walrus in a Disney movie.
Dude, this guy, yeah, I don't. Isaac says, you're on the promenade deck. She introduces them as the Dales, Beatrice and Hollister, but they aren't married. They're brother and sister, which makes Isaac laugh nervously about assuming they were a married couple. If it was like I'm Isaac, right? And you're the male, if you're Hollister, and you're like, no, we're brother and sister. If I'm Isaac, okay, great. Like I'm not visually shocked. I don't care.
I'm pretty sure that there's a murder going on back over there,
Yeah.
so I have to go back. So.
He's like, let me guess, toasted almonds for everybody, right? Am I right? Something easy. Awful.
You seem like a cartoonish character.
You have a bit of a Magoo look to you, sir. Good Lord.
Oh, well, what do you hear what my favorite thing is? He's like a British Steve Bryan. Like, it's just like...
All he cares about is industrial carpeting. And
he loved
white
carpeting.
wine.
I don't know that we've ever had anyone who loved anything as much as this guy's loved carpeting.
He means it. He'll cut off people if they don't talk.
Oh, immediately.
An older woman is entering the ship. Here we go, Mike. A major star is entering the boat now.
Applause break.
Show us how we do this, and I'll tell you. Amazing. Somehow Steubing recognizes her from the back of her head. Thank you. So Steubing recognizes her, but he can't see a man dressed in bright yellow sneaking. Okay. And he was in the same spot. That's fine. Okay. That's good. Not going to. And she was 20 feet away. Agatha? How the hell do you recognize her by the back of her head? It's so dumb. Unbelievable. Doc was like 5 feet away from him. Tells her it's great to see her after so many years. Asks her if she's still Agatha Winslow, or did she get married? And she says she's still the Merry Widow. She's still the Merry Widow. This was a weird one, Mike. Julie interrupts by handing Steubing the weather advisory. Why would you do this if there's no story there? Oh, here's the weather advisory. Smooth sailing and sunny skies. Like, why are you?
Well, I think
you're interrupting him for you never see this.
Well, I think it's good because it's good to build it in because when we do see it, at least it makes sense. Maybe after they ignored the hurricane, they decided this had to get done.
Yeah, give it to Captain Anderson. Have him do the weather, or Isaac. It's just a weird, but there was no after action. It was just like,
I think Julie is just constantly effing with Steubing. So it's just,
or whoever the director was this week is like, we have to make it seem like they're on a ship more. How do we do weather reports? Where's Captain Anderson? Yeah, I just thought it was a weird.
He looked at that note that Tex gave him about Charo.
Yeah.
Quicker than the weather report, which again, last time you didn't look at the weather report, there was a hurricane.
Yeah. Well, because if that envelope was addressed to somebody else, he'd have that sucker ripped open so fast because he's so nosy.
That's true. Or if it had jam on it.
With powdered sugar. Might there be mini donuts in this envelope?
Is that anthrax? No.
Just Agatha says they'll catch up later. Steubing tells her, and what a privilege this is. You'll dine with me at my table tonight.
The
The
last one
ultimate
of the
privilege.
season. The last one. We should have counted these instead of engagements. This is like.
Can we just get a better like table? A
I mean, at least
physical? Can
there
we just get a
were.
long table? Like it's so with a vinyl tablecloth. Can we just have some clout? Can we add some clout to the captain's table?
So the one thing I want to look at next season
Yeah.
is we had a lot of bodies this time. It wasn't all crew, which is a positive, but it was all the same storyline.
Right.
I want to
It's gotta
see.
be a transition to all the
We need to at least have two storylines at the table
Yes.
to make it worth it.
Use it as a
Honestly.
segue piece,
Right.
or like a bridge to other people. Just something. Just
Even if it's just to make you feel like this felt, and I'm sure if I really thought about it, I could disprove some of it, but this felt like all these storylines were shot separately. Like there was
100%.
no crossover.
Yeah,
on
no,
some
there
of
was
this
no. The
stuff,
only
so.
crossover was like images of Martin Short in front of Doc.
Right.
But like, yeah, there was no. I would love to know the notes on how this specific episode was filmed.
Well, and I think the other thing is too, and as I was so the caller, the stalker storyline, and the
Yeah.
witness, they're just similar enough that I don't know that they both should have been in this episode.
I agree. I agree.
So, and I think that they definitely felt like they were not shot at the same time.
No, because everybody was so isolated. You
Right.
know what I mean?
It's
Yeah.
basically Isaac and Julie on one,
Right.
and Isaac and Gopher on the other.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Steubing kind of had the week off. He didn't really have a lot other than
well, he was
a
busy.
conversation with Aggie.
Yeah, we had to have his classic old person talk show that he has in his office. So.
He loves it. He fills his coffee with coffee a tenth of the way up and then walks to the window. No steam coming out of that beverage. Nothing like room temperature coffee to help me with my bridge duties. So nothing.
It's just bourbon. It's just bourbon.
It's orange juice. What are you doing?
Yeah.
We know you're. Steubing tells Julie that Mrs. Winslow is the widow of a captain that he sailed under. Interesting. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Asked Julie to do whatever she can to help her meet someone. I'm like, what?
Why? Yeah.
Where did that come
like,
from?
Like, not everybody's on this boat to get laid. Like, I mean,
He's like,
just
well,
because you're old, fat, and lonely doesn't mean she's old, fat, and lonely. So.
He's just pushing that damn branding of the Love Boat. That's what it is. It's like,
well, thank God we only
Isaac
got
says
one.
it.
We only got it once, and that was not egregious. At least
I thought it was better because Steubing didn't say it because he always gets weird when he says it. Tries to be all like earnest about it.
After that one episode here a few weeks ago where they said it like 15 times,
looking in the camera.
Yeah.
Tell him Gavin sent you. What? What are you doing? Ugh. Yeah, but I thought it was weird. Like, what? Yeah, everyone is not on the ship to.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, good news. Julie turns and sees Dano. I will refer to him as Dano because I refuse to say Scott Burgess anymore because there's nothing there.
Reverend Snooze.
No kidding. Reverend O. Gives Agatha a big hug. Steubing sees Agatha walk away with Dano. We hear the boat horn.
It is a great line by Julie though, where Steubing says, see that she meets somebody and they see that, and Julie's like, I think she brought her own. That was such a great line. So,
well, they love to do that little bit of like,
oh yeah,
disbelief, like, who, you don't define it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there were already a couple quote unquote mysteries this week. You're not going to fool me that, and plus, I didn't know because I didn't look it up, but I would imagine some people knew that Helen Hayes was the mom of James MacArthur. I assume that
they weren't going to make out,
right? Yeah. So
and ABC has had to shut down for legal reasons. The incest charges against the Love Boat.
No,
it would be a whole new crew.
I mean, we're still recovering from the beginning of season 2 when they had that incest storyline.
Yeah.
So
God. Yeah. With those whispers. Okay. We hear the boat horn. We hear we see the ticker tape. Then we see a boat just shooting water all over the place. I don't understand that. You're in the water. You're shooting water. What are you doing? You're not a fireboat. You're a tugboat. Like what? It's so dumb. It's just dumb. What are we celebrating?
Maybe water. They have to. Maybe this was the temporary solution to the flooding from a few months ago.
Or they were
just
trying to
gotta
take up that
shoot.
space where Jerry Stiller, like, we can't find the Jerry Stiller footage. Get the boat shooting water on the water. What are you doing? You're just splashing around. Just
Like a
act
bath
like you've been
toy.
there before, tugboat. Jesus. So weird. We're in a cab and it's Wayne Dobson, and boy, they dressed this guy down. I don't know if they were trying to be like, this actor is so good looking that we need to schlub him up, but they schlubbed him up with
An assistant
glasses.
district attorney. What do you think? He's like made of millions?
That's true. That's true. So was that fashionable or was that purposely awful? Because I
Or
wasn't
was
sure.
it undercover? Or was it undercover? That's the other thing too. Is
Normally he has a lot of charisma, but in this case he's going to dumb down all.
You don't
want to
draw attention to the situation.
Big old dumb glasses on too. I couldn't possibly be a highway patrolman.
They were rough glasses.
They were rough.
I'm pretty sure I had those glasses as a child. Those are rough glasses. So.
They were rough glasses. Knocks on the door to the adjoining room. Pat Bigelow tells him to come in. She says she's all set. She's in like a swimsuit, which well, a second.
Yeah.
She asks if he has to go on deck with her. He explains that's his job. She says they've been locked away in a hotel room for 2 months on a cruise, so no one will find her, and they're safely at sea. Wayne says, what if you were followed? Fair question. Also, Catherine Bach's not winning an EGOT. Just want to put that out there right now. That shit's never happening. Sorry, Catherine Bach, but I mean, come on. Wayne says the trial's next week, and she's the witness in a big robbery case. What? So I look it up. I go, well, what's the definition of robbery? Like, what are you talking about? The definition of robbery requires force or fear, whereas larceny does not include either. So larceny is just stealing something. Robbery is stealing something with force or fear.
Okay.
You've been holed up for 2 months over a robbery? A robbery witness?
What did they steal? Like, did they steal the Declaration of Independence?
No
like,
kidding. Is Nick Cage somehow involved in this? Like, what is going on?
I was very surprised that they went with robbery. Why would you just not go some sort of shooting?
Murder. Just say murder.
Especially if you're going to end it the way they ended it, you can just say, and they pled guilty, right? They pled out.
But it's like,
there is no way, unless this is Heat. Maybe it's Heat.
or they stole a cruise ship or just something. I don't know what they stole.
But like, so these guys probably knocked over a bodega. She was in there. They didn't shoot her. No, now she's the witness.
She got a look at their face. That's
right.
It.
Now she's the witness. And these guys, the elite crime unit is going to go back and kill her? Come on.
Right? 2 months in hotels. Again, like, can we just get a dollar amount on what was stolen? Just for my own, like, curiosity.
This is worse expenditure than the IRS sending Phyllis Diller on the boat. Like, this is like, I assume this is California. The DA's office needs to be investigated.
Well, remember
Jerry Brown.
The woman who, remember the one where she had all the money and she was like the worst criminal? Remember that whole thing? Or he was, remember he was a cop?
Bill Converse? She was a cop. He was
right. She was a cop. And we can do it. Same. Like, what do people go into this cruise ships that have committed crime? Like, this is a horrible place to hide.
Well,
I guess not if you're hiding from robbery. It's not too terrible.
Well, but the thing is, much like the Stalker storyline, it's a great plan unless they find you, and then you've got nowhere to go.
Then you're screwed. Then you can jump, or you can jump, or you get killed.
It's like I'm going to hide in this closet, which is great unless someone finds me in the closet, and then I'm dead. So it's like,
but if someone's like, okay, so you're being charged with robbery. Like, that's bad enough. It's not terrible. Like, they're not going to kill you so they won't get charged. Like, they're always going to murder you so they don't have to do 2 years in jail. Like,
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, unless it's a federal crime, but then it wouldn't be the district attorney, right? It would be an FBI.
They wouldn't be protecting her anyway. Like, why didn't they just make them?
If it was,
they stole too close to home for chips. It's pretty much what it was.
If they stole government secrets, right?
Right.
Then maybe, but that wouldn't be robbery
with force or fear. Yeah, I don't know what happened here, but it was like it didn't match. I just let it go, but I'm like that.
Why not just say
Talk
murder?
about overkill.
Like, why not just say put a little gravitas on this episode? Why not just say murder? Plus, it would give her at least a little more. She was acting like she was acting because she's like, nobody's coming after me, man.
Yeah, it was over $26. Okay, I don't really. You've spent so much money hiding me. It's 10 times the amount that was stolen.
They stole my 8-track.
No kidding. You're gonna go on a $36 cruise at night and you're gonna get 2 rooms? Like, come on. What are you doing?
It was like they stole a kid's bike. It's just a kid. It's the kid who stole Pee Wee Herman's bike.
But that's it. Why would you go on a cruise? Why would you logically go, okay, we're hiding out in a hotel? I know. Because in a hotel, like, no one can see us. Let's go on a cruise in public instead. It's so stupid.
It's not just that. You clearly booked under your real names.
You're gonna get Pat killed.
It's like, hey, who's that on the thing? Oh, assistant district attorney.
They just change her name to Fat Bigelow. Just like, who's this? It's not Pat Bigelow. It's Fat Bigelow. It's a whole different thing.
It's Pat Bigelow.
Or what's the worst that can happen? The guy accused of robbery is going to see her and go, hey, please don't testify. And then he'll just walk away. Like, what? There's no greater crime here.
We saw in the Charlie's Angels episode, right? They tracked him down.
Yeah.
That guy was a henchman. That was $5 million. And the Butterman was a villain. That wasn't a robbery. That was a theft.
Right. This is just.
That was a caper.
I don't know what.
This is nothing.
This is, I don't know. Amazing. Pat Bigelow agrees to let him go on deck. Wayne Dobson go on deck with her. We're poolside, Mike, and everyone's either wearing a bathing suit or they're jumping rope or they're doing both. You see the hairiest man in the world. You better go to the spa. If you're going to be jumping rope and splashing sweat around here, that's the hairiest man I've ever seen jump rope. What are you doing? Is that a show off? Is that a power move? Is that an alpha male thing?
Is that a spinoff of something else? The character for next season.
I can't wait to go to the pool here. My pool membership. I'm gonna show up with a jump rope. I'm gonna glue hair all over me. What's the matter, ladies? Doc sitting on a lounge chair reading a book. And again on this, why is he doing this here? Like if you want some time, I mean I get it sets up the scene and all that, but like what? That's not what you should be doing.
Why?
You're taking up a seat by the pool.
He's just reading his cardiovascular surgery book.
Yeah. It makes me nervous that he needs to catch up on that too, by the way. What is a vein? Oh, interesting.
Ew.
I don't want to, I don't want my doctor reading medical books when I'm walking in and be like, whoa.
It's like when you discovered earlier this season that bypass surgery is bad.
It's serious. It's a serious surgery. Oh boy. A woman in a black bikini is desperately trying to get Doc's attention by stretching next to him. Jesus.
Yeah.
Gopher and Isaac looking on. Doc puts her on the pay no mind list. Good for you, Doc. And Isaac and Gopher just can't believe it. 2 more women in bikinis are now next to Doc's chair. One of them drops a towel on his book. Like what a non-conspicuous oops. He removes the towel and gives her a polite good morning and goes right back to his book because he needs to learn about blood and doctor things. Ugh. Isaac says all that merchandise and he's not even shopping. Where's that guy, Phil? Where's Phil when we need him? Oh, shit, Doc. Where is he? He'd be great in this episode.
Oh.
You better
the Crunkles?
put that book away, Doc. The voice of Little John in the Disney Robin Hood. Oh, I wish he was back.
Phil
if he was
Harris.
the announcer, make him the announcer on the.
What's the matter? Well, the problem was he got rolled like a carpet down a hillside. My brother.
He'll talk industrial carpet with Mortimer.
Oh my God!
Unbelievable legend. Phil Harris should be on every week. The phone at the bar rings. Isaac answers. Asks if there's a Miss Paget there. Gail Paget takes the call. Why would you take the call, Mike? You know there's a frickin' stalker. Why would you?
Yeah, but I'm like, what are the odds that he's going to find her there?
I mean, it's her phone stalker. No shit. And he's on the boat. Oh, boy. Isaac looks sort of concerned.
but not too concerned.
He's not really a crisis person. He's just
He
there
was
to make
way
drinks.
more concerned about making sure Larry Wilcox got laid. So, but,
No kidding. And delivering drinks to Larry Wilcox. What are you doing?
So we got in every one of those phone scenes, we got a lot of, what's that? You want to meet me at 8:00?
Worst.
It's a lot of that. Would it have blown it up to have his voice like on, right? Like if you could have heard the other end of the call, you just do I mean, obviously if Martin Short's doing Ed Grimley, you'd know it was him, not the other guy. But it's like, I felt like they could have done that. That would have been a lot better than having her do terrible radio phone conversations. So.
I mean, I compare it to like scenes where someone's drinking coffee.
Yeah.
Is there any liquid or is there any not liquid? It drives me crazy because it's such an easy fix. Just put some water in the cup. In this case,
you're gonna murder me and throw my body off the side of the boat.
Yeah, like why would you say it out loud? You're just recapping an instant recap of the conversation because you can't hear the conversation.
And
just
last
have his voice on the thing.
Last week with the woman who was Isaac's classmate that was using him.
Oh yeah.
To get Clifton Davis jail, she had a phone conversation, same exact location actually.
Yeah,
and they did that well. In that you got across what was happening, but she was talking, right? And I understand the stalker thing is different, but it's the same church. You can do this better.
She was a better actress last week. I mean, it seemed like. I wonder if you could line up actors and be like, all right, do the phone thing. I would love to see who could do it, make it believable. I bet Helen Hayes could. Well, but clearly this, Gail Padgett can't. She's terrible. I'd be like, I don't believe you, Gail. I don't believe you. I can't hear anything.
This phone is unplugged.
Yeah. What are you talking about? He goes on to say that he wasn't. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Agatha Winslow enters the pool area with Dano following behind. Agatha introduces Steubing to Dano. Says he's a minister and he's her nephew. Steubing looks relieved. Does that mean you guys aren't together? No, I'm just kidding. That's not.
I mean,
not the Arkansas.
She called him on it. Like he paused so much. Like waiting, nice poker face, Merrill.
He seems way too young to be her pastor for 10 years, in my opinion. That whole thing was weird. So he explains that Agatha set up this cruise to celebrate him being her pastor for the last 10 years.
That's fair.
All right. He goes on to say he wasn't going to go on the cruise unless Agatha went with him. Agatha's over there talking to Beatrice and old stud muffin Hollister. Hollister suggests that they all have a glass of wine.
Let's go get blood.
Yeah, let's go get some wine in our system. He almost like talks like Admiral Akbar from Return of the Jedi.
That's the third character. Yes.
It's a carpet. Beatrice declines. Tells Agatha and Hollister leaves to go get the wine. Hollister would do just about anything for her. Agatha says she wishes he would start by not calling her Aggie. Laugh track. Agatha walks to the railing. I guess Hollister will be drinking alone. I'm like, where the hell did Hollister go? Hello.
He got distracted.
Right, he's gone.
There was carpet everywhere on this boat.
You know the value of this industrial. Blah, 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 blah. Beatrice tells Agatha he would love to be married to her. Like, whoa. Agatha's not having this.
She's very pushy.
I
didn't like Beatrice.
I didn't either. I put her in a certain category. Yeah. Agatha's not having this. She said she would have to love someone and not have a marriage of friendship. She says, what does age have to do with it? Same emotions are felt. And at this point, Mike, I put, how good is Helen Hayes already?
Yeah, it's ridiculous because this is garbage.
This is garbage. And she's doing circles around.
And, she is blowing Beatrice off the friggin'
Beatrice
map.
is not. I'll give Beatrice points for those amazing, brightly colored outfits. Those sharp.
Yeah, but she didn't bring them from home.
No. Yeah, she didn't show up with. They gave that to her to wear.
Beatrice is playing a very Eunice from Mama's Family kind of character, and then you have Helen Hayes. Like it's just.
And it builds to. Oh well, I don't want to say it because I do have a note coming up. Beatrice is telling Agatha, here's where we take a turn. She's preventing Dano from getting married by, quote, being there. Beatrice says, why do you think Dano insisted on Agatha being on this cruise? Tells her it's because Hollister's on board and Dano is hoping and praying that the cruise will bring them together. Mike, we're 13 minutes and 25 seconds into this episode. This may be one of the most villainous things we've seen this season. Like, she's trying to pawn her brother off on her because she doesn't want to deal with him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Plus, I mean, the other thing that we find out is the reason that Dano's not married ain't because his housekeeper's in town.
It's because he's a bore. And he just has no personality. Why wouldn't they have him in like a minister outfit or something? Like, I think it would have.
Why wouldn't
something would have helped.
Why wouldn't he be, with the age thing? You're right. Why wouldn't he be more of a, hey kids, like one of those kind of ministers, right? Like
I'm cool. Yeah.
Right.
Like Christ is cool.
Like hey kids, let's rap. Like, you know.
Yeah, he just seemed like a bore.
Yeah.
Like the fact that like, oh, I'm keeping him from moving. Listen, Aggie, and nobody's ringing up Dano to come hang out with him. Like, no, he's gonna be single forever.
Yeah, that offering plate is filled with coffee grounds because people are struggling.
One Mexican dime. Oh, terrible. Hollister's back with 2 glasses of wine. He gives a cheers to Aggie. We're back at poolside. Up there's Martin Short, looking like a complete lunatic sitting at the pool. And I read, how has nobody said keep your eye on this guy? Like, something's wacky with this dude. Everyone's like,
because they have Julie on it.
That's true.
Because it's not, and I'm not even blaming Julie, but it's like, that's not her job.
Well, plus, and she wouldn't notice Martin Short unless he was about 23 years older, than he is. She doesn't even register.
Poor Martin got shot down at the end.
Gopher sitting next to a passenger, leering at the ladies in bikinis. We got a lot of that this season, by the way. Like on duty.
Oh, the bikini number went way up this year. I think they figured out what they needed. Yeah.
Oh, and wait till we get to the spa later. Good Lord, they juiced it up even more. They must have had like a bikini quota, like, fellas, we gotta pump up they did pump up the bikinis.
Yeah.
Passenger tells Gopher what a great job he has getting to look at all these women and getting paid for it. Gopher makes a joke about paying the women. And Martin Short just laughs in this weird, odd way, and then he just like falls into the pool. Gopher points out Julie talking to Gail. Passenger said he heard her name when she was boarding. Cut to Julie asking Gail about the phone call that was received. She tells Julie that the caller said he was looking forward to our vacation for 6 weeks. Gail said she booked this cruise exactly 6 weeks ago. Julie determined it must be someone on board. At this point, I felt like I was watching an episode of Poirot. Let's get to the bottom of this, Julie.
I mean, she did spend some time in France. It's possible it's Julie Poirot.
Mustache. Julie, stop it. Julie 5-0. She's just like the worst detective ever.
I would absolutely watch Julie as a detective.
She leaves this and she starts like her own private.
McCoy.
2.5-hour episodes every other Saturday, just with McCoy. Julie and Gail looking at every man/suspect sitting near the pool, including this guy sitting next to Gopher. Pat Bigelow sitting with Wayne Dobson poolside. Male passenger walks by, and he's clearly staying at Pat. Wayne looks up, and that's enough to scare the guy away. Wayne looks up from the book that he can't even read this book. I don't know what he just looks like. It's too much.
Well, it's about cardiovascular surgery.
Yeah, they just hand it off. They're in a book club. Let's talk about veins next week. But I'm a district attorney. I don't. Pat's still upset that she won't get to meet anybody with Wayne with her all the time. Let me say, she is fired up for some social activity.
She's been trapped in a hotel for 2 months, Mike. It's not safe.
I know, but some people get like sequestered, but they don't come out like man hungry. They're not like,
remember that lady a couple weeks ago in the gym that was in quarantine for 6 weeks with those school kids?
Yeah, she got a nomination. I believe you're talking about
Yes, she
Hot Tub
did.
Christie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do remember her. She's on my ballot.
Stop spoiling your ballot, man.
Oh, I mean, we'll see if she makes my ballot. We'll see. She's definitely on the ballot. Yeah. Wayne offers to move to the other side of the deck, walks away, and reads his book sitting on the ledge of the pool. All this sitting on the ledge of the pool makes me crazy because
Yeah.
it's wet.
And there's just chairs everywhere.
There's chairs everywhere. Like Gopher's sitting there with his wet, like white shorts. I'm like, that's not a dry. And the glassware by the pool. I don't know. I know you are not a fan of this. It makes me crazy.
Yeah, that's the biggest crime here. It's not the murder or the stalking.
No.
It's
all the glass in the pool. Jeez. Isaac sees Wayne and asks if he can get a drink for him. Mike, I didn't know why, who's making the drinks and where are the waiters? Why are you going around asking? That was very odd to me.
He's got that is consistent though. We have seen Isaac do that. So
just a weird, is he head bartender? They ever said, or is he just bartender?
I mean, I just assume he's head bartender. I mean, the staffing on the boat this year has gone way down, except for in the dining room. When they have the Baked Alaska crew come out. So
or the Greeks with the flaming swords.
Right.
What are they doing?
But I assume that's the same crew every week, just doing different stuff, and none of them are outside. So.
Or you got 5 Greek guys with swords constantly sharpening them, waiting for their number to be called every night. Oh, what's for dinner tonight? Greek night. Oh, opa! They come out with the sword. They're so happy. Wayne orders 2 Mai Tais, and he says, "I'm sorry, I'm used to ordering for both myself and for Pat." Isaac asking, "Why are you over there? Why are you here, not with her?" Tells me she needs some time to herself. They've been locked in a hotel for weeks together. And Isaac's kind of stunned and says that Wayne says that's my job. And Isaac I want to apply for a job where I can hang out with Daisy Duke in a hotel room for 2 months.
Yep.
Wayne explains he's an assistant DA. Would they even do that? That doesn't seem like a.
I don't think an assistant DA would be qualified to protect, right? That's like a Untouchables thing. You carry a badge, you carry a gun. It's like that kind of thing. So
they bring a knife, we bring a
yeah.
Imagine
I guess what happened to that
Connery's
guy?
There?
They sliced him up in an elevator.
They did. They did. That's not good. And again, what does Wayne have to? I didn't think about this till now. When you say protect somebody, doesn't that inherently mean that you have something with you to help? You know what I'm saying? If this is such a hot shot case, does he have a gun?
I assume he has a gun. Yeah, because he is an officer of the court. I assume, that's that weird, are you ATF or whatever? But I assume that he has a gun. But again, why is the assistant this is like having Sam Wooderson from Law and Order,
right? What is he doing? We have friends that are attorneys. Or when wasn't Dan law school? They just give you a weapon.
Fielding? Wasn't Dan Fielding?
Yeah, yeah. They just give you a weapon when you finish. You're a Juris Doctor. Here's your weapon.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, our lawyer friends protecting a witness would be interesting.
One specifically would be that's a sitcom right there. So he explains that Pat's an eyewitness to a robbery, which Wayne says that she's the only witness he's ever fallen in love with. What? Okay. Says that Cupid's arrow only struck him, not her. But he hopes it happens to her too. How about you just do your job, Wayne? You're getting paid for so he's getting paid for this too?
Yeah.
Relax, Wayne Dobson.
Well, they don't all look like her, Mike.
Well. Enter a male passenger approaching Pat. Uh-oh. He asked Pat if this seat is taken. He's talking about where she's sitting, which is weird. I've never walked up to a lady and go, "May I?"
Oh, really? You are the same as Mark Richards?
Shocker.
I'm stunned.
Well, Mark Bridges is at a different level. I got nothing. Pat says yes, but points to the chair next to her and says, "This one isn't." Isaac tells Wayne that the male passenger is Mark Bridges. Uh-oh. A regular on the Love Boat.
The Love Boat. Bing!
Trademark. A little ting, registered.
Last one of the season. Did not like that trend this year.
No, I didn't like it. Although I didn't mind it as much.
I didn't mind
Isaac
it here.
Saying it. Yeah,
I didn't mind it here.
I didn't love it though.
No.
Isaac says that he's real, quote, smooth. This is where we need Phil Harris. Oh shit,
Hey, is
he's
that
so
Mark Bridges,
smooth.
my main man?
Ah,
Mark Bridges.
yeah, about to get body. Um, Isaac says if he was him, he'd go break that up. And Wayne says he can only do that in the case of an emergency. All right. Mark Bridges is not sharing a lounge chair with Pat. Mark Bridges gets up and says something about them having dinner together tonight. This guy works fast. Although she's like completely open to anybody walking up to her, it seems.
Yeah. I mean, she was gonna have dinner with somebody that night.
So, right. Isaac forgets that he was looking for Wayne to give him a quote cablegram. Cablegram, Mike. Not to be confused with telegram.
Right.
Cablegram, type of telegram sent internationally across undersea cables.
So
right. What
I believe.
the hell?
So I believe a couple weeks ago when we saw the car insurance one, that was a telegram.
Yeah.
When Richard Mulligan forwarded ahead that he was going to be on the boat soon,
Yeah.
I think that
telegram.
was a cablegram.
Was a cablegram.
Oh, I thought that was a cablegram because he was an international man of mystery. So unnecessary.
Unnecessary. just say telegram, because this got me on a whole thing. I'm like, wait, what? How do you connect to the?
Well, and we've had inconsistency with the phone lines recently, right?
Well, she just had a phone call. Like,
right. Yeah. So
why don't you try to call? Like,
yeah.
It's weird that this gets sent the day they get on the cruise too. Like, what are you going to do?
Because again, this is what So, and that's interesting too. So the trial, they kept saying 7 days, right?
Right.
But we've already determined the cruise is
like
3.
Yeah.
So this could have waited. Also, why didn't they book a 7-day cruise?
Right. If you're in hiding, why are you booking a 3-day cruise? You got to come back and you go like, well, shit, we still have 4 days to kill.
She got shot right on the deck.
Like what? Yeah, day 4, she gets back and that's it.
Yeah.
Witness in a $63 robbery case. Unbelievable.
Gun down.
Wayne reads the cablegram, hands it to Isaac, and it says, suspects have decided to plead guilty. Release Miss Bigelow from protective custody.
Right. So these guys who were such a threat that they were going to track her down and murder her.
Yeah, never mind.
Pleaded out. Didn't go to trial. Didn't do anything.
Yeah. No. You're good. Yeah. I don't know. Isaac tells Wayne that he has an idea. Suppose you never got this cablegram. See what I mean? What we've got to do here is change you. Isaac's telling Wayne this and walks away with Wayne. So now I'm like, oh, it's a makeover show. But who's making drinks? Like it's not much of a makeover, sir. They took his glasses off and took like his mismatched clothes off. I don't know what. Yeah, who's making drinks? Uh-oh. We're in the Sea Wind Spa, Mike. We love it, which has been a huge addition to the show this season. A lot of spa scenes.
It's this year's Pirates Cove.
100%.
Sure. Yeah.
We see people almost dying. We see people hooking up. We see just everything happens in that. And God, please change the water in that hot tub more frequently. I'm just saying, there's a lot of there's a film in there.
That's more of a grotto at this point, I think. So
yeah, it's oof. Don't drink the hot tub water, whatever you do. Steubing and Doc are exercising. I use that term lightly. What the hell was Steubing? There was one plate on that thing I could see in the back, and he's just, there's no workout. What are you doing? He just looks like he's just exhausted, too.
Well, I mean, they never had this much machinery in there, right? I mean, that they had to actually use.
Why do you have machinery just when you're walking in the door? We have to walk around. Like, who placed it there? What are you doing? Why a
that's usually the jump rope. That's the jump rope balance beam area.
Like, what do they do? Do they bounce? They just stand up the balance beam when they're not using it, like a Murphy bed. Does it just pop down, or I don't know what? It's more like an AV room. At this point,
I assume that the scene we didn't see when Mr. Barrett was after he didn't hit Kevin. He was so mad he threw him overboard.
I can buy that. I can buy that. Yeah. If you see a body pop up in the hot tub, just push it down. It's just Mark. Mark's back, sort of. Tell Steubing that he is Steubing and Doc are exercising, talking about Doc's new approach to avoiding women. He tells Steubing that he's determined. Doc asks Steubing if he wants to make a bet. Slow your roll here, Doc. For a custom-made dress uniform. Now, is that the white or is that the dark? I'm
Well, I
wondering
guess
what is
custom. I
considered.
guess custom could be any of those, right? There's probably. I mean, you would know this stuff better than I would, but like, are there more than one dress uniform option?
I
Like,
think so. Well, yeah,
so
I
there you go.
think you can wear that white shirt, but you can wear the dark jacket over it, right? With the dark pants.
I like
That
to think it's that Rod Simpson blue tuxedo.
Oh, I love that
That's-
tuxedo. That was great. And it's so funny he put it on. It was a perfect fit. That's because Pierre has got an eye for
Here.
sizing. Pierre is so how do we just get Pierre now? Like
What a
I want
secret
so much
character.
more
Save
Pierre.
it. Save it.
Oh, Jesus.
We're going to spend 45 minutes on Pierre.
Oh,
So
it's going to be
gotta
my
save it.
favorite part of the whole season. We have a whole podcast just on Pierre. Gopher enters the spa in a bathing suit and shirtless with sunglasses on, and he's flanked by 4 women in bikinis. I love that image of him standing there with those sunglasses on. It made me giggle.
It's just funny because this Burl Smith character doesn't always exist. Like when he's actually with a lady in an episode,
Yeah.
he's very demure and all that stuff. But when he's
hamming it up,
basically
man.
conniving or trying to win a bet or
Becomes like
something,
evil Gopher, like stepbrother Gopher.
Exactly.
Oh, he's great. I love evilish Gopher. He's wonderful. Doc tries to ignore them as ladies enter the hot tub, and he continues on the rowing machine till he breaks the arm off the rowing machine. Yeah. And we go to our first commercial break. I do love at the end of a scene when there's a little giggle at the end like that. I love leaving it like that.
Yeah,
Add
they
a little
had
comedy.
various success with the go to commercial scenes in terms of that this week.
We're back. Dano's poolside, and he's enjoying the poolside buffet. Note: love to see more mayonnaise-based salads sitting in the sun for the guests to enjoy. What the hell, man? This is the 3rd time this season. Just a pile of tuna salad with just a pile of it, like in the sun. Imagine the flies. Are you going so fast there's no
Boy,
flies? Like,
how much trouble would Larry Wilcox get in if Catherine Bach died of like E. coli or something? Like,
it'd be terrible. That guy will get away with robbery. He'll get away with his $63 robbery. Jeez. Like the hospital bills would be more for the dysentery,
how
the
much did the cruise
salmonella
cost?
outbreak.
The cruise must have cost more than the
Had to.
charges. Like,
More
I
than the
mean,
robbery. We're
yeah,
saving money. Are we? Are we really, Larry
we
Wilcox?
got to spend money to make money.
No
The
kidding.
the
And then you got to buy
district
cruise
attorney said.
clothes. Yeah, you can't. Don't be foolish. You know what I mean? It is what it is. More money, more problems. Isaac points out that Agatha has met a man. As we see Agatha, Mortimer, and that bitch but Beatrice walking on deck. She's a villain. I can't. She's boo. Boo, Beatrice. Dano explains that they're just friends, but he'll have to tease Agatha about this, which didn't make any sense to me at all. But
Well, that's
this
they had to.
sucks.
That was very ham-fisted.
Oh,
Like they had to
God,
shoehorn that in so there could be the confusion. But this guy's such a dullard. They
nothing.
can't even nail it. Like
He couldn't sell water to a fire. I don't even know. It's
yeah,
awful.
catch
He's
a
just,
popsicle to an Eskimo. Yeah,
he's
White Claws.
awful.
Yes.
Man, I needed him for a freaking stubby thing. I bet it all on
Well,
him.
Listen, we're
Son
gonna
of
save
a
a lot of
bitch.
time on that category.
Oh
next
God,
week.
it's a real quick one. It's real. Jesus, man. Agatha and Mortimer sit at a table by the pool with Beatrice. Hollister offers to get Aggie a brochure and leaves. You get a little
I'll be right back.
brochure. Here comes Dano. Beatrice points out that he's all alone with all these pretty ladies on the cruise. Agatha tells Beatrice that Dano's not trying to match her up with Hollister. Dano walks up, tells Beatrice that Mortimer and Agatha are the talk of the ship. Says he brought a suitcase with old shoes and rice. I'm guessing that's a thing. I know what the rice means, but I don't know
I think
what
the
old
old
shoes. That's for the
shoes
back
go
of the car.
back of the car. Yeah,
Was it? I thought it was cans.
I thought it was
too.
cans. Yeah, so because you
Wonder
should
what the
probably
old
like
shoes
give
are,
old
right?
shoes away to those less fortunate instead of
Like if
signing
you-
them
if
in the back
you-
of a car.
What is if you cheat on me? I'm going to drag you from the back of this car, much like the shoes that I'm currently dragging. Is it a threat? Is that what that is? Is that a
Are you a
is that a
cobbler?
infidelity threat? I don't know.
Ugh.
Tells Agatha he'll give her a 20% discount on his services for the wedding. Isn't he? It's her aunt. This is Aunt Dano trying to hold up your aunt
He's
for.
just making
No,
he's just making
he
jokes, man, because
sucks.
he's a real jokester.
Oh, I bet you his sermons are just whoa.
Oh
Nothing keeps me awake like
God.
an hour-long speech by Dano.
It's like today's sermon is just turkey dinner. Like so
Oh,
it's
what do you have? This piece of white paper we're going to talk about for
oh
40 minutes.
man.
Look
We
closely.
I know we're gonna be here for 20 hours. So we have had who are the ministers we've had, right? Or men of faith. We've had uh the guy who gave away Pepito, we had Peter Graves,
Well, the
we
guy,
had
the six, the one with the orphans.
right, we had the guy that Milton Berle was
Yeah,
trying to kill.
yeah.
We everybody is better than this guy. Obviously, Jane Wyman's better. This is
Oh,
the worst
1,000%.
man of faith, person of faith we've had by
Yeah,
miles. By
because it's not
miles.
believable. It's not put him in an outfit or something to help sell it, but nothing about his demeanor.
Who are you converting with this personality? Like
No
nobody.
kidding. Everyone's super old. Like there's not a lot of heavy lifting.
No,
These
we're
guys
not
have been
getting a
going
lot
to
of
church for
new.
like 60 years. Like what?
Yeah, that congregation is not going to be filled to the gunnels.
He just didn't feel like, I don't know. He didn't feel minister like to me at all.
Like
In his speaking,
I
is
get
nothing
why
about
this
him.
existed. Right. I
Yeah.
get why he got the role, obviously. Like
Yeah,
that's the only way they were going to
nepotism.
get Helen Hayes. That's fine. But give me something, man. Are
He
you
was
this
terrible,
bad?
man.
I can't
He was
James MacArthur
terrible.
just not even as good as last time when he was also
No.
terrible. So
No. Yeah, that's Agatha's confused by all this, tells Beatrice that Dano is just joking. Beatrice tells her she set up a sightseeing trip for her and Mortimer at Cabo San Lucas. So Cabo San Lucas was the only stop. So what is this,
right.
just a spring break when they all get hammer smashed down to Senior Frogs? And then they pile them back on? Like, is that what Aggie's doing when she hits? Oh, boy. I feel like Sammy Hagar's there selling tequila or something. Beatrice says that the sooner it happens, the better it is for everyone. Again, villain trying to pawn. Well, it's like, wow, Beatrice should have been like, look, just marry him. How many years do you think he's going to be here? You know what I mean? Like 4? Come on. We just had the
I mean,
Olympics. He'll be gone before the next Olympics. Yeah.
what the hell is in 1980 carpet? Like, I mean, that's got to be
Oh,
just
jeez.
the chemicals that he's been working with, like
Just the cleaning systems they use. Like, oh, it's liquid
fibers.
asbestos.
That's why he sounds like that. He actually used to sound great, but he just
He used
got
to sing
carpet
opera.
fibers.
He was an alto. He had a super, like sang like a bird. Uh, Julian Gale enter Gale's cabin. And then I was like, wouldn't that be the last place you would go if you think he's on board? But that's just me. The phone in her cabin rings. Surprise, surprise, it's her stalker. Saw her on deck and likes her bathing suit. He wants to meet Gale tonight at the Pirates Cove, and she's doing that whole thing like you said with that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you want me to meet me tonight? Oh, you like my bathing suit? It's like they couldn't afford
All you have to do in that is like,
mm-hmm.
well, it's not a compliment from you, saying you like my bathing suit or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you could just change a couple words and it doesn't come off like that, right?
So
Yeah,
weird. I put that on the actress.
that's the
played
writing.
Gale.
That's
Yeah.
the writing. I don't think you can ever
Helen
really
Hayes
do that
would have nailed it. I promise you. Give her an empty
she wouldn't
cup.
have
We
picked
would
up the
never know.
phone.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. She's too smart to pick up the phone. Exactly.
Yeah.
She has her own issues. She's going to be Mortimer. Pat's getting ready for her dinner with Mark Bridges in a sparkly red dress. How would she know to bring a sparkly red dress if you're like being protected? All right.
Because I don't think
stop.
she had. I think she knows, right? Catherine Bach gets what she wants. I don't think she
Maybe she
was
bought it
worried
at the
about. Maybe Pierre whipped it up.
Maybe. Wayne knocks and comes in. Now he's wearing a tuxedo. I'm assuming that's like Isaac got him like a sort of makeover by I guess. They both admire how each of them looks all dressed up. He says he'll be watching her tonight because it's his job. She said it's going to be hard to be romantic with Mark Bridges. You haven't met Mark Bridges. Nothing hard about being romantic with him. With Wayne looking over her shoulder. She says, if I need you, I'll yell. They go to leave the cabin. Wayne acts like he sees someone in the hallway. Tells her she better cancel her date and they can order room service. Which is a horrible idea because Mark Bridges, his middle name is room service. She'll invite Mark Bridges to her cabin for dinner. Wayne says, I'll let you go to dinner on one condition, and we have to cut to the camera shot of the ship. Wonder what the condition will be. Love a cliffhanger. Mortimer is getting dressed, and there's a knock on his door. It's Beatrice. I'm skipping dinner in the dining room, and I booked you both on the sightseeing tour, which she already said before. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's She asks him when he thinks he might propose. Boy, she's really stoking the Mortimer fire.
So, do you think they had this conversation before they got on the boat? The two of
she
them?
must have. She must have. They're put it in his head or something, because it's clearly not the first time she's brought this up to him.
Yeah, this is all a plot.
Yeah. She says Abigail can start taking care of Mortimer and relieve Beatrice of her duties. Villain, Mike. Double stamped right there. Update your ballots accordingly.
She's not interesting enough to be on my ballot, I don't think.
Yeah, well, that villain list is kind of long, to be honest, this year. And it's funny because maybe the biggest villain of the year came in the first episode of the year, so it would be 8.
Spoiling the next week's episode.
I am so excited. I'm so excited about this W. Tells him that she'll miss him, but she'll manage. Wow. Mortimer poo-poos the idea of marriage at his age. Beatrice, you're never too old for love. Agatha said so herself. Just trapping both.
But she still feels passions?
But she thinks she has feelings for me. We're in the Pirates Cove. Here comes Martin Short again. In the background. He tells Gopher that he borrowed the tuxedo, but the pants are too small. He sits down, rips his pants.
Martin Short is notoriously a small person. Who did he borrow this tux off? That's too small.
What are you wearing? Charlie McCarthy's pants? Like, what are you doing? Isaac and Gopher walk in front behind. He's wearing the Bear's pants. That's what he's doing. They had spare pants from the Bear. And they leave the Pirates Cove. Gale walks into the cove. A passenger was sitting next to Gopher, fixes his bow tie, and gets up to go talk to Gale. Hi, Gale Paget. Tells her his name is Robert Redford. Ha ha ha. Then says, my name is Jack Stander. She invites him to a private dinner.
Is a wild name, by the way.
Like, what's the ethnicity? I don't know. It's too much. I come from a long line of Standers. Yeah. Says there'll be a dinner he'll never forget, and she leaves the Pirates Cove. Oh, boy. We're now in the Coral Dining Room. Here comes Dano. Excuse me. He asked Julie to sign Agatha up to go on the sightseeing tour. Julie says she's already signed up to go on with Mortimer. Dano looks genuinely surprised at this. Where are we? Captain's table. Agatha and Mortimer are there with 2 random passengers, which bothers me, Mike. You could have had...
Well, they couldn't.
Had something.
They couldn't this week, but yeah.
No,
at least they weren't crew members. But yeah.
Yeah, I hate that. That's not...
I like to think it's always the same 2 randos when they have randos. Just there every week.
That makes sense. I can get into that.
Yeah.
Agatha drops something on the floor, and the king of industrial carpet, Mortimer Dale, notices the shoddy carpet job on the dining room.
It's Hollister Dale, by the way. Mortimer's the real
Mortimer Dale, Hollister. You can see what's happening here.
It doesn't matter.
It's evolving. Mortimer, Hollister. It's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doc enters the room and walks by Isaac and Gopher. Gopher congratulates him on spending the whole day without a woman. Doc says he doesn't miss them, and he's skipping poker night. Gopher thinks that Doc is secretly with a lady.
Subterfuge.
We're back to Gale. She's lighting cabins in her candle. Boy, she is dressed for romance.
So, if you're Gale,
yeah,
you don't know what this guy's intentions are, right? You think you are literally inviting a stalker back to your. If this is Ted Bundy, you're dying.
You're dead
in a few minutes and going right out that window.
100%. 100%.
This was a bad plan.
Yeah, it's just, it's not a good look at this point. Sorry, I'm just looking at, wow. Sorry, folks.
He comes in
all distracted.
He comes in because he's keeping the date, and he starts to pretend, oh, I like this restaurant and stuff like that. And she immediately spills champagne on him.
Oh yeah.
and it was like a clearly like oops, but not. And so the whole guise of that is to get him to get out of his tuxedo, and he has to hop into her snuggly robe. Yet again, more robe action
Oh, that
for
robe
this
this week
week.
is a
Yeah,
Phyllis Diller robe too.
yeah. So
Yeah, she throws it out. He walks out with the Phyllis Diller robe on. After she throws his clothes out the porthole. Number one, I didn't know those portholes would open.
that doesn't seem safe at all.
No.
But that's the thing. Oh, do you know what it is? It's probably
Hmm.
the unlisted rooms have
Oh,
portal
that's right.
access.
It's the only one with an unsealed port window. Ugh. So he's gone. The phone rings. It's her stalker. She tries. Well, he hasn't walked out yet. I'm sorry.
Right.
He hasn't walked
Yeah.
out. He's still in there with the Phyllis Diller robe. The phone. Why she would answer the phone right now in the middle of all this? Just beyond me.
Yeah.
It's a stalker. He's waiting for her at the bar. She apologizes to Jack. Jack calls her a menace, and he walks back to his cabin.
Yeah.
I'll say this is where laugh track really helps. You know, he's walking back. He had socks on too, Mike. He had
Yeah.
none of his clothes but his socks and the Phyllis
Yeah.
Diller robe.
The upshot obviously is she's accusing him of being a stalker, then the stalker calls, but she's still accusing him of being, how can you be here? Like this is where it went, okay, we're clearly like, this is not serious. That's fine.
Yeah.
But it was just like,
Yeah,
acting.
Acting, Mike. I was in this and I was like, I can't wait till I talk to you about this, because I was like, we go to our second commercial break. Back to the captain's table. What I wrote down Mortimer, and it's not the right name, is it?
It's okay. It's Hollister, but it doesn't matter.
Hollister. I don't know what happened. I don't know how it morphed.
Because his name is Mortimer, I think. His real name is Mortimer.
It looks like Mortimer. Hollister, Mortimer, whatever the hell his name is. He's still talking to flooring to Steubing. Steubing asked for. He's probably like, you should probably have better flooring underneath your shoddy captain's table. Like what's going on?
He really should go check out those carpets that got damaged in the flood.
He really should. You know what? I bet you they worked with him to replace them all too.
I don't know that he's a Los Angeles carpet king.
No.
So
big mistake asking him about a rug. He excuses himself to go get sun lotion for Beatrice, which is a weird thing to go get during dinner.
I think it was supposed to be like aloe. I had the same thought,
but
I thought it was
aloe in the 80s.
Well, my guess is you use suntan lotion as aloe, but that was my thought, because you're right.
Fair enough. I remember getting a sunburn in the early 80s. You just dealt with a sunburn in the early 80s.
Yeah, you just got back out there. You just got back out there.
It'll turn to tan. Get back.
You get you get a really hot shower to burn the sting out.
That's it. And I'll see you at dinner. Bye.
Yeah.
Go play outside. What? Agatha tells Dano that she's spending the day with Hollister tomorrow, and she's sure that he'll want to see some Mexican carpeting. Ask Dano to join them. He declines to his company, and Agatha does not look happy about tomorrow. Pat and Mark Bridges are having dinner, and Mark is just being Mark. You know what I mean? I'm just letting it all go. Wayne's laughing at all the things Mark's telling Pat. Mark wants to know who Wayne is and why he's dining with them. Imagine Pat's like, no, I can't tell you. That should show Mark doesn't care. Mark doesn't give two shits because he's not going anywhere.
I'm not going to murder you. So that's fine.
I'm sitting with Daisy Duke, whatever.
Yeah,
I don't care. Mark, we'd be so good together. A Leo and a Taurus. And Wayne interrupts and asks Mark to pass him the cream. Mark again. You're so beautiful. Wayne, thank you. Mark, Pat, I've never said this to a woman before. And Wayne, pass the sugar, please. Mark's done with both of them, or is he? And leaves.
Yeah, for now.
Pat's pissed at Wayne, tells him to never speak to her again. Boy, she was all fired up. Like,
yeah.
Geez, because you didn't have to work hard to get Mark. They didn't even need this dinner. I mean, let's be honest.
But I think that's the thing. I think she knew that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what you're getting when you.
Yeah, the two of them had the same idea. I think
100%.
So
why didn't he just try to whisk her away back to his? Well, because Wayne,
because Wayne would have come. Yeah, it's basically the Eve Plum thing from a few weeks ago.
It totally is. Although this guy's using more.
This guy's better than he didn't play as much electric baseball. So.
No. Doc's entering his office with Beatrice. Tells her that her sunburn is serious. I don't know how serious it can be because she was wearing long sleeves and a pantsuit on deck. for part of the afternoon. I don't know how that works. Um, Doc and Gopher are sneaking. I'm sorry, Gopher and Isaac are sneaking around trying to catch Doc with a woman. They open his office door and hear Doc talking to Beatrice in his exam room. And it sounds bad for Doc as he applies sun lotion to her arm and neck. Doc asks Isaac and Gopher if they're in his office for treatment. Tells them that they have a nasty and suspicious mind. Tells them that it's going to cost them a bundle once they get back to Los Angeles. There's an announcement, Mike. The boat has arrived in Cabo San Lucas, and if you look to your right, you will see some frolicking porpoises.
That
Thanks,
was nice.
Julie.
I thought that was helpful.
I don't know why it just made me. I don't
No,
know.
it didn't.
There's
It's
no
a rare
reason to make
it's
me
a rare
laugh.
detail. Like so.
Wildlife with Julie.
Yeah.
I think that porpoises work for the ship too. Like it's one of those like photo ops. One of those. Vicky asked Dano if he's going ashore. He tells her maybe later. Vicky asked him about being a minister. He says he gets to go to a lot of weddings. That's great, Dano. Really, really lighting
Really
the world
sell,
on fire.
really sell the faith to the youth.
Dano, the thespian / minister. Oh, he's awful. Vicky. Oh God, how can you tell when you're really in love? Vicky asks these hard-hitting questions for 12. It's just like
Vicky's just trying to like. She's just trying to get the hell
back.
out of here.
Have you heard anything about a motorcycle named Street Hawk? Dano, marrying love is one of the better kinds. Make you tingle from head to toe.
Oh God, this marrying love thing was awful. This was just so bad.
Like
they were trying to get this marrying love over as some sort of
just
God.
You feel it in your feet. Just
it might be psoriasis.
Hollister hasn't felt his feet in years. Hollister and Agatha walk up. Hollister's already excited about Mexican drugs. I mean, Mexican rugs. I'm sorry. That's a different show. I want some cocaine. Agatha reluctantly leaves with Mortimer. Goes walking with Doctor. Tells him they should call off this bet. No more. For Doc's sake, all the pressure. Doc says, I jump rope until the feeling goes away. It's all in his mind. He says his mind is in total control and he walks away. And I'm thinking, well, that wraps up that storyline. We're good. Looks like he's getting a free meal and a free dressing.
Yep. Delicious.
It's all no loose ends here. Enter Steubing. Ask Gopher if Doc is still the man of steel. Boy, this guy's got to be a legend among his friends. Just a legend. Steubing tells Gopher that Trudy harbored boarded the ship today from the Caribbean cruise. Oh, the one where the ship went through the Panama Canal? Like, is that the Charlie's Angels cruise?
Yeah, so she came off the Charlie's Angels cruise and met them in Mexico, I guess.
I guess. That's a hell of a... Does she have a seaplane? Like, what are we doing?
I wonder if that's how Jill St. John's husband found her. Like, maybe there is a third cruise route we're not thinking of.
Or maybe that woman's husband, he tried to track the ship by going parasailing to follow it from the Caribbean. Remember he had that terrible accident.
Poor
Isaac. Poor Isaac. Gopher says that Doc spent a month's salary on flowers for her. Because flowers were expensive in the early 80s. Steubing suggests
Don't they have flowers on the boat?
Yeah, like what are you doing? Just give her a handful of mayonnaise salad with a flower sticking out of it. Waste not, want not. Steubing suggested Gopher take Trudy to see the doctor, and it's on. We're about to blow up.
A rare Steubing getting involved in the mess. I thought that was nice.
Yeah, I did too. I like it when Gopher and Steubing don't work together very often.
But when they do, it's good.
It's nice. And we go to our third commercial break. Back from break, Isaac's in his Disco Owl uniform. Maybe the uniform of the season. I don't know if there was an award for that. I don't know.
No, I got one for next week.
Good. Pat's on one end of the bar having a drink. Wayne is on the opposite side of the bar having a drink. Isaac asks what happened. Wayne, the new me outdid myself, and he puts his glasses back on because now he's old me again. It's a Clark Kent Superman situation.
It really is. Yeah.
Look, Mike, I'm Superman, but
Man of Steel.
I'm Clark Kent. Isaac walks up to Pat, asks if she wants to talk. Pat goes on about being a witness and how it disrupts her life. She wasn't supposed to tell people though, right?
I mean, I guess theoretically you don't say it, but you know, small claims court. Like I don't know.
I mean, right? Isaac tells Pat that Wayne has gone above the line of duty. Suggests that she takes another look at Wayne. Pat asks if Isaac really thinks so. Isaac says yes, and Pat wants another drink. Tells Wayne to go talk to her now. He takes his glasses off. He's back. He's Superman again. And he's going to go talk to her. Okay. We're in Doc's office with Gopher and Trudy. Uh-oh. Trudy says this will be fun. Laughs at the idea of Doc not being interested in women. So Wayne is now Superman again. He took his sunglasses off. He's going to talk to Pat. All right. We're in Doc's office. Oh, Trudy. Enter Trudy. She laughs. There's no way that Doc is going to be able to resist Trudy. Trudy knows this. I do wish that she was actually in that episode. I do like when they do that. Maybe a missed opportunity, maybe not, but
Or like have her in there more.
or have her in that Charlie's Angels episode. Just
Oh,
you know what I
gotcha,
mean? Just
gotcha,
to
gotcha,
just
gotcha.
to provide that
Yeah,
continuity.
that'd be a nice because technically the season did begin. The Love Boat canon began with that Caribbean cruise because that was
Yeah.
before the first Love Boat episode. So it was a nice, bookmark or bookend.
Yeah, why
so
not? Why not? Just throw her in there. Maybe you do it after like a Star Wars, the new version. You
do
add
you
like
think she
Jabba.
works? Do you think she works for the Butterman?
Oh, I can only hope she works for the Butterman. I mean, that would be ideal. That'd be a nice puzzle piece. Just
there you go.
fits in
That's
nicely
continuity.
right there. Doc leaves his exam room and sees Trudy. Uh-oh. He invites Trudy into the treatment room and gives Gopher a dirty look. Now, the other thing is, Trudy's been on the ship the whole time. How do we not?
Not the whole time. She just got on.
Cabo.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
right. That's right. Okay. Gopher listens at the door as Trudy sits on the exam table. He asks her medical questions. She takes off her shirt to expose a bikini top. Tells Doc that she's had chest pains. Uh-oh. Be strong, Doc. Good Lord, be strong. And the thing is, the bet, it's not going to break the bank. He's a doctor. Oh, I got to buy you guys dinner.
Yeah, but there's a pride.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, he got his cake and ate it too. So.
Yeah. Gopher's waiting on the couch in Doc's waiting room. Trudy tells Gopher that Doc told her to take an aspirin. Gopher is shocked that Doc resisted Trudy. And Gopher says that Doc is a man of steel. Cut to Doc vigorously jumping rope in the exam room.
You knew he was going to get the jump rope in.
Great.
So,
Pat and Wayne are on deck, leaning on the railing. Wayne said that he was afraid to tell her how he feels because she's so attractive, and they smooch. Boy, they just jumped right into the smooch.
I guess the thing is, they had been together for 2 months, so if there was anything, so
they just screwed up moonlighting by having a smooch. That screwed that whole show up when those two got together.
That's usually what happens. Yeah.
Ugh. Pat says the protective custody isn't so bad. Uh-oh. Wayne asked her if she'd want to see him after the case was over, which is crappy because he knows the case is over. Pat says she wants to see him for a long, long time. Wayne says, good.
Oh.
This guy's so stupid.
This is such
I did the right thing.
This is such a stupid move. It's just like wait a day. Wait a day and say you got it. Right, exactly. This is there must be so many criminals going free in Los Angeles because this guy's decision-making skills were terrible.
He's terrible. It's just awful. Pulls out the cablegram, tells you that it came on the first day. Boy, this guy's just as dumb. Yep. Just box of rocks.
Keep on digging that hole, brother.
Pat's not happy. Tells him not to touch her and not to come near her. Tells him never to speak to her again, and this time she means it. Well, I wonder how many times she said that to him.
Well, at least twice.
Well, Gail knocks on a cabin door, and Jack Stander answers with shaving cream all over his, She says that she owes him a new tuxedo, and she's going to go get one for him now. We're close, Mike, to having a fantastic conversation here. Jack was shaving, leaves with her with shaving cream still on his face and a towel around his neck. And they walk up to what I assumed at first was the gift shop.
Right.
And boy, was I wrong. I guess this is the tailor shop?
So it's like a tuxedo tailor shop,
Right.
clearly designed. They have multiple options. I guess they tailor them, and I assume they have like rentals, which does make sense in the context of we've always talked about how all these people have tuxedos, especially like out of nowhere. So that this exists makes a little bit of sense.
Well,
What
the
I
Shakespeare,
don't,
remember the character, the Shakespeare guy? He had to get a tuxedo. Like
but
maybe
he
that's where
didn't
he
get a
got it.
tuxedo. He got a officer's uniform.
Oh, that's right. The
Sonny
lost and
Bono
found.
had to get red buttons handout jackets.
You know what? You're
Why
right.
are that was my problem with the tuxedo shop existing is it explained a lot but not all of it. So
I mean, I guess it's there if you have the money to purchase one, but maybe there are other
I
routes if
mean,
you don't.
Julie could have gotten Sonny Bono a tuxedo. He's like a
Oh,
23 small.
1000%.
Like so,
1000%. You can, yeah. You can make 4 tuxedos out of one
yeah,
tuxedo.
you can just take
for
one
him.
off a wedding cake.
It's like a lawn jockey size. Yeah. They walk in, and someone is locking the door. Who is this guy, Mike? Who the hell is this guy?
The proprietor of the tuxedo shop, Pierre,
Oh,
and he's only in it for like 90 seconds.
he makes the
My
most out of these. I
God.
want more Pierre.
I want so much more Pierre. He was so good because he definitely had that, like, you know what they were going for, right? Like
Yes.
a little effete, a little
Mhm.
French. He's obsessed with Jack Standard's shoulders,
Yep.
all that stuff. But he also is ready to close. He has like a sassy line about, she's like, "Are you closing?" He's like, "No, I'd like to get a really early head start on the
He's
next
good.
day."
He was good.
But he's only in there for a little bit, but it was amazing. It was an amazing cat. And again, we talk about it all the time. You could have a version of this
Every
build out the
week you can
boat.
have some new. Yeah.
Right. The fact that we only are now getting to this is kind of obscene. But yeah, I hope we see more appear.
You could do so much with this, with weird like cameos, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was great. It was absolutely, it was fantastic. Gail says she wanted to buy Jack a tuxedo. Mystery guy says that Jack does need some clothes and opens the gift shop. Well, I wrote gift shop, and I wrote, is this a different shop? Like, obviously, this is a different shop. Blue tuxedo too. I don't know if I'd go blue tuxedo. That's
It
a
was
very
subtle.
specific.
I think it was subtle. I think
It was
I think
nice.
it was like yeah.
The phone rings in the shop. Like, it's Gail's stalker again. How does this guy? How does he find all these phone numbers? Number one.
Well, I assume those were on a. I assume those are on a list somewhere.
Dial.
Yeah.
She tells him to stop calling her. Tells Jack about the new phantom caller and says that he's still out there. Well, Jack knows this because he was in the Phyllis Diller
right.
robe. He knows it's not him. And we go to our 4th commercial break. Here we go, Mike. Agatha's on the bridge with Steubing. Steubing wishes her the best. Agatha says it's not official yet. Steubing knows that he's just not right for Agatha. He's no Dan Winslow. Agatha says that she had 35 wonderful easy for you to say. Agatha had 35 wonderful years with her husband, but marrying Mr. Dale will serve a purpose. Agatha says getting older isn't so bad. Talks about feeling useless and getting instead of giving. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Steubing says she'll have a marriage of convenience. He keeps thinking that something's missing between her and him. And he gets his coffee thing that with no steam and stands in front of a green screen. Like, why is he having the conversation there? He's not doing anything. There's nothing going on. It's such a...
Because the season of the season of the olds also includes the season of the old post-show recap with Meryl Steubing. So
no kidding. It's called Long Conversations with Older People with
he's
Gavin.
He's on Bravo. He's the Andy Cohen of old season of the olds. So
he has all the wild people on here. Isaac and Gopher in Gopher's cabin. Gopher's eavesdropping on Doc. He planted a microphone behind Doc's mirror.
Like,
where the hell?
How does this technology work so well? Like, Gopher's got this.
Well, part of me was like, I was hoping it'd be a wire. So if like Doc pulled the wire, like the headphones, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
Gopher
or it just ran, like pulled the carpet up.
Yeah.
And
carpet.
And Hollister could have fixed it, right?
Uh, Doc's acting like he figures out there's a microphone. He acts like there's a lady in the cabin. Gopher thinks he wins the bet. Doc calls Gopher a nerd.
Yep.
Gopher shows up
Gopher's
at
been
Doc's
called a
cabin.
nerd twice
It's
now.
funny.
I
It was
think
funny.
our boy,
Oh, yeah.
what's his name, called him a nerd too.
Oh.
So
That guy. Oh, God. A lot to say about him next week, hopefully. Doc shows Gopher the microphone he planted. Gopher tells Doc that if he was a good doctor, they'd let him practice on land, which was kind of funny because we sort of talked about that earlier.
Yep.
Pat's in the Pirates Cove with Mark Bridges. This guy again. He's trying all over again.
Yep.
He puts a smooch on Pat, and like Pat does not participate in the smooch, which makes for a very
Yeah, it is
like
weird.
a kiss against her will, sort of like weird, like
Yeah.
kissing that aunt goodbye that you didn't want to have to. Like,
Yeah. Kissing somebody who doesn't kiss back even a little bit. That's awkward, but not for
I bet you.
Mark Bridges.
Mark Bridges gives zero shits. Fine
Mark,
by me.
put it this way. Mark Bridges, that's not the first pair of lips that Mark Bridges kissed that were not responsive.
100%. 100%. He's a regular. Wayne sees this and Wayne leaves the cove. Dano's talking to Agatha about life when Agatha brings up this marriage. She describes her new life as perfect. What? Back to Stubing's office. Stubing and Gopher are talking about losing the bet to Doc. Stubing says a tailor-made suit costs a fortune these days. Stubing asks if he can set a no betting rule and make it retroactive. And with that, we go to our 5th commercial break. All right, we're getting moving here. Gail and
nothing
Jack
really happens in the back end of this thing.
No. Gail and Jack are on deck. He's wearing his new blue tuxedo. Tells her he's going to stay with her night and day as long as his stalker's around. But do it when the stalker leaves. Anyway. Enter Martin Short again. Sees Gail kiss Jack. Taps Jack on the shoulder. Asks if he can those are his smooches. I'm like, you can't cut in on a smooch. I don't know what those rules are, but
that was like Stubing trying to cut in on a smooch. Like,
yeah, you don't do that. Yeah, Martin Short. I believe those are my kisses. Tells her that she's fickle because they had a date. Why didn't Jack just like deck this guy just to like show or throw him back in the pool or something?
Well, I mean, I think they're trying to portray that he's non-threatening and stuff. But yeah, yeah.
I mean, he says here he rips out every contact number for her to include her mother's number and her dentist.
So the one thing that they did
about it.
Yeah, I feel like they were trying to cover a little bit, or maybe I'm giving him too much credit, that he worked in the shipping. He worked in the shipping department, so theoretically he would have like more access to location information than others.
So. We lived in a very different world back then too.
I agree, but
it had to be difficult as hell for him to do this.
But I'm saying him in the shipping industry would have more than you or I would have.
Absolutely.
Back then. So
absolutely. Still just
I don't think Gail put a lot of lockdown on her life either. If her idea was to go on a boat for 2 days.
Well, plus why wouldn't Jack just like pick this guy up by the jacket? I mean, he had just said that I'm going to stay with you day and night as long as the stalker's around.
Because I think he was non-threatening. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
I think if he had been that was Rosie Greer coming over.
Oh, he'd be like, gotta go.
Sorry.
Splash.
Jumps right in the portal.
Doc's in bed reading a book, shirtless. Knock on his door. It's Gopher. He's there to tell him that Doc won and he apologizes. Doc says, don't even worry about it. The bet is off. He says that his willpower got him through. It was simultaneous. The cabin door closed with Gopher leaving just as the timing on this was amazing.
Yep.
Just as Trudy's exiting Doc's bathroom.
Yep.
And Trudy
well
and Doc
done.
Smith
They are very good at like door timing. Like the Ray Bolger one was awesome.
Yeah.
Like they have a weird. So this, when she walks out of the cabin, we get which we also got, we forgot to mention, when she's chucking Jack Stander's clothes out the portal.
Yeah.
We also get a weird soundtrack.
It's like we don't just have a laugh track, we have a
track
as well. Mark Bridges is walking Pat to her cabin. Pat tells him thank you, tells him good night. Mark says it's still early. It's always still early with Mark.
Yeah, it's never bedtime around Mark Bridges.
No, he sleeps like a fruit bat. He just doesn't sleep much upside down. Invites himself in for a nightcap. Pat says it's really getting late. Mark asks if she's nervous. Boy, he's just like, it doesn't really matter if you are. Mark's coming
Right.
inside your cabin.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. In a few ways.
Yeah. Like he gives zero craps. It's not I don't need you to say yes. Okay. I just, I'm Mark. Tells Mark she's going to slip into something comfortable and opens Wayne's door. If I was Wayne, I would just shut it. Good night. Goodbye.
You made your choice.
Yes, right? Mark gets second thoughts when Wayne says there might be bullets flying. Mark decides it's time to go, even though he's a what? Black belt in karate. Sure you are, William Shatner. Yeah, sure. He's doing all these chops and stuff. He's got that Elvis karate, Pat thanks Wayne, tells Wayne that she's been a dummy. Has she been a dummy? I mean, he kind of said, no, you're in my custody. It's sort of kidnapping in a weird way. Maybe it's a bit of a stretch, but
I think she was a dummy. I think it was more she was a dummy in that you never saw the one that was in front of you the whole time, right? Like that was probably more than the actual. Her reaction to him pulling out that telegram was absolutely correct.
Seemed
in the moment.
Natural and normal.
Yeah. So,
and then they smooch. All's good. All's well that ends well, apparently. Although this Pat person does not seem like it's very difficult to quote unquote start a relationship with Pat. So I don't know.
I also feel like I bet you the guys who pled guilty for the robbery before it went to trial feel pretty stupid now because I feel like any lawyer could have broken her on the stand pretty easily.
So easy. So easy. Or imagine if that guy Mark represents the other people. You know what I mean?
He's just attorney.
Off duty now. Yeah. Steubing and Vicky are playing with string. Okay. Agatha and Dano walk up. Agatha's getting married and invites Vicky. Vicky asks Agatha if her toes are tingling. Marrying kind of love. And this upsets Agatha and walks away. Oh, just marrying kind of love nonsense.
I hate the marrying kind of love.
Oh, we get it. Yeah. Dano joins her at the rail for another attempt at acting.
Oh, this was
Jesus.
This was a mismatch of. We've seen a lot of bad acting on the railing, but I don't think we've never seen a blowout like this on the railing.
And she had to know it. Like,
I think she was probably she was probably like giving it like she was kind of trying to half-ass it just to get him.
Let me dumb it down to make my son look better. She tells him that he'll now have a chance to find a wife. She wants to give him his freedom. And Dano, nobody is running off to get married unless it's overwhelming and special and a tingle in the toes.
The toe tingling kind. Yeah.
Here we go with that. And we go to our final commercial break. Back in Los Angeles, Martin Short leaves the ship, gives Jack a bunch of dimes. Oh, God. Tries to talk to Julie and tells him that she's with a wrestler.
Yeah.
Martin Short makes a swift exit. And my ears perked up. Like, name one. Name them.
So Julie's season ends much better than it begins.
Yeah. She only got Chenode once this season. At least
she didn't get anything this season.
No relationships, no nothing.
Nothing at all.
And that one guy didn't even want to talk to her. Remember, he was asking Vicky questions because he didn't want to deal with Julie because he knew.
Closest was the travel agent's travel agent.
Yeah. Pat and Wayne are leaving together. They run into Mark, and he wants nothing to do with either one of them.
I'm going back to Mexico.
Oh, goodbye. He's just reboarding the ship now. Yeah. I'm just going to go get my new
That's why he's a regular. So. Now, interestingly enough, Larry Wilcox probably could have made a few cases on Mark if he had just looked around a little bit.
Oh, it wouldn't have taken long. Give me 3 days with Mark, and we'll get many felonies. Gopher offers to buy Doc an expensive dinner. Trudy walks up, talks about what she and Doc did last night, and Gopher's like, huh? Which I kind of wish it would have ended there, like him chasing him, the script, but no. More Dano. Agatha and Dano are leaving the ship. Agatha tells Mortimer, which we know is not the right name, about Mexican tile on their Sunday school floor. Hollister, this is hard pass for him.
Yeah.
He leaves the ship with Beatrice.
He's like,
Agatha.
I guess I'll see you from time to
Yeah,
time.
you
Like, he was like-
blasphemy. Agatha says maybe I should have held on to him. He was beginning to call me Agatha.
Wah,
And
wah.
that's where we end season
Season
3.
three.
I like that they gave her the last word. I really
Yeah.
do, because she was awesome.
Trying to remember. I should have looked it up. I'm trying to remember where they ended previous seasons. It's probably worth looking up at some point, but
Yeah.
this obviously was the best in terms of final shot. Having Helen Hayes in there is pretty good.
100%. 100%.
All right. Totals and a recap. We will litigate most of this next episode with the
Mhm.
stubbies. Best episode, worst episode. But for King of the Mountain, we talked about it. Was this this was the only 90-minute we had this season?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think.
Because we had a bunch of two-parters, but
Right. And like I said, this when you talk about it and you break it out and you realize not much really happens after the first
right.
act, it was fine. It was absolutely fine. There were some performances I really enjoyed. There were some performances I really didn't enjoy, and I do think the
Mixed
biggest
bag.
problem I had with it was I think if they had just lifted one of the two criminal ones out of it,
Yeah.
it probably would have flowed a little better. But that probably would have meant more, James MacArthur, and I don't know that was a good idea either. So
If you had to get rid of one of them, the storylines, to make it an hour episode, 3 storylines, which of those two would you
probably
have gotten rid of?
probably the stalker, because I feel like you could have dropped that in.
That was a C. Yeah, you could throw that.
You could have
into a good
dropped it in
episode.
anywhere, and while we think it was cool because Martin Short was in it at the time, well, he was a guy at the time, but the point is, like, you could have put 3 different actors in that, and it would have been the same thing.
I agree.
You
I
know.
agree. I like that Martin Short went for it, though.
Well, I think, yeah, I mean, that I guarantee you that was one of those, we like what you do on SCTV, just do that
Mhm.
here, which is fine.
Be a cartoon character, essentially. Which, perfect.
And either of them would have been fine to lift out and just
Yeah.
drop somewhere else, but to have both of them on the same time just kind of felt like overkill. I will say another good addition of like the crew being
Yeah.
mainly a storyline, which makes the couple that we've had this year that were bad very surprising, because generally those are very good.
Yeah.
So.
No, I agree. I completely agree.
But we will talk about best and worst episode and
we'll get
finalize
into that.
those in a couple of weeks. Captain of the Week.
Come on.
Yeah.
The biggest star we've ever had on this show. And she acted as though she was the biggest star. She was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
No, it was
King of the or Captain of the Week, hands down.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool because I feel like there are very few people, I'm sure they will exist, right? But there are very few
Right.
people that I have never seen, but I'm very aware of that we will
Yeah.
get on this show, right?
She was a pleasant surprise.
And that was just, and again, it was the perfect cap to Season of the Olds. Like, we started that way, we finished that way. I would say this is more in the Amici, Jane Wyman
Mhm.
than like the Lorne Green, but there's all kinds of flavors, But it was really good. And I will say this: Steubing ends up getting most of the run with the great old actors. He does hold his own. It's not,
does. He knows
it's
how to
like
do it.
he knows how to do that. And I think they found that spot. And I think I'll be curious to see in future seasons if this is just kind of what it is, that it isn't an older person show. Because if you really think about it, it was not a lot of young people stuff this year.
No, not this year. No.
We only had kids in the back half. We didn't have many like college kind of or like young 20s kind of stuff. So I wonder if that was a choice or just a coincidence. I'll be curious to see how that looks going forward.
Well, it's funny in a season where we add a new 12-year-old cast member, it's odd that like you're going to inject youth. And then but the Season of the Olds is just very much a thing. Like and I do agree. I think her performance was the perfect cap for this Season of the Olds. Absolutely perfect. I can't imagine another guest star this season fitting in more perfectly for the
No,
season finale.
we said it in the beginning of the year, and we said it kind of as a joke and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But like that really held true the whole
100%.
way,
It
and
was a
that
joke. It
will,
just kept coming.
yeah, that will definitely reflect itself in a couple of weeks when we do the awards, because that is
I wonder if it's next year too. I wonder if it's just that direction or
I
the
guess
available. I
right.
don't know.
I guess we'll find out.
I guess so.
Worst of the week, walk the plank.
That's a tough one. I'm torn on this one. And
Well,
I say that
you
because,
take who you're going to take, so I can take the other person, and they'll both get represented, because I think that's what where we're
well,
at.
I mean,
So.
Dano was just the worst.
Right? Yeah.
It just there's no. I don't want to give him anything. But yeah, he was terrible. I mean, he was no better. He might have been worse in his second appearance of the season than he was in the first.
Oh, he definitely was, because I think the first episode was as much storyline itself was bad and all that.
Yeah,
You could have done exactly word for word everything, just with somebody with a little more juice.
just something, man.
Like this was actually very Fellian, right? Except
Yes.
I don't know. He might just be bad at acting. I
Well,
don't know. Like
it's funny you say that because I was having the same thought. I don't think it's the same thing because I think he's actually putting effort.
right.
You know what I mean? It doesn't appear to be mailing it in, but I don't know how much worse it would look if he was,
I
like
just feel like, you know how like WAR in baseball as a stat is like above replacement level.
yes.
Like
Oof,
I feel like
how much
there
below.
are there I would say if you took everybody we've had on this boat, male in that age range,
Yeah.
90%, 95% of the people could have done a better job.
That's fair. I would say
You know,
that's
that's
completely fair. He was
and
awful.
that's
Was he
yeah.
amongst the 5%? Is he in the 5% like worst?
He's
If you
one of the
got
worst.
the
It's one of the
bad.
worst performances of a person who's an actual actor.
Well, he's known for something, and then you just
Right.
comes
He's
on
an
there and you're like, what?
actor. Right. You know, like yeah, Ozzie Nelson's other kid was worse, right? But he's
Sure.
not an actor. Like, you know, the
No.
musicians were bad, but like
He
it
was
was
bad, man. And even
well,
like it's not like he had a ton of lines. Like it wasn't like, to me it seemed like it was harder to screw this up than it was to be successful because he only had a few lines. You're with your mom.
well,
Like
it's like
isn't
you know who would have been great?
huh,
Uh
anybody.
Mark's brother,
Yeah, Mark's
Tom.
brother would have been
Mark's
good.
brother would have been great.
Hmm.
Uh the guy from last week that actually was in the or a couple weeks ago that was in the car wreck thing with the crutches.
Oh, he would have been
He
good
would have been
too.
fine. Like you could have gone with any of these medium guys
Yeah.
that we've had in the last few months. Even James Standard, honestly, if you would just flip that over, maybe
Yeah.
he would have been a little better.
No, I agree. They
But yeah,
they
he
didn't
was.
give him. They tried to set him up for success here,
It's
and they
not
were
the
like,
it's
this
not like the
guy.
writing was amazing, but everybody knows what that role is supposed to be, and he just could not hit it.
He couldn't
So.
do it. He couldn't. No, he couldn't carry his own weight. Unfortunately, sorry, Dano.
I will be curious to see when Gail Paget comes back, just because I do want to see. I feel like that was more story writing, like script writing, than acting. So I will want to see that. But I just hate
Interesting.
the phone repeating
It's
kind of
so
stuff.
stupid.
I know you're not going to have, and I will say this now: we've had 3 in the last 2 weeks that at least start off as trying to be quote unquote serious, and they all
then they
are
just
not, and that's fine, right?
screw it
You don't
up.
want murder, you don't want murder on your boat or whatever, but let's spread that out a little bit. So.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
All right, that is totals and recap for the season finale of season 3.
And for the last time in season 3, check out Hidden Season Patreon. Absolutely hammered, whether you're cheering from the stands or tuning in from home. This is the podcast you need. So grab your bat, your cap, and your Phillies pride. Crack open a beer and enjoy a weekly Phillies happy hour with Chris Jones, Justin Clue, and our very own Mike Robertson. Check out Absolutely Hammered on the Hitting Season Patreon. You can find us everywhere and anywhere you find your audio podcasts. Please hit that subscribe button and leave a review. It really helps. You can also check out our video podcast on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a review. No mail this week, and you know how much I want to hit that You've Got Mail button. No mail this week, sir. And looking ahead to next episode, it is the 3rd annual Stubby Awards. And Mike, it is award season. It's nomination season. I am juiced for the Stubbies.
It is, we've talked about it without really talking about it. but this is by far the most wide open in a both positive because there's too many candidates and negative in that there's not enough candidates. But I feel like I'm walking in on Quattro de Mayo, May 4th, to the Stubbies, prepared for almost anything because there are very few things that I am like dug in 100% on, and there are just ones where I just throw my hands up and I'm like, so
it's interesting to see the ones we're both dug in on
yeah,
because sometimes it'll be the same person, which is
sure,
always funny.
yeah,
But yeah, that's going to be
yeah. But it's
it's
been
my favorite episode of the year.
it's been, and we're up to 22 awards this year. Although I will say at least one of the awards will not be handed out. So,
Yeah.
but
Funny.
And don't forget the governor's award as well. But
Well,
we'll be back on Quattro de Mayo, May 4th for that, and then the season 4 begins on May 18th, which is crazy that we're going to be in season 4.
Just keeps on rolling. Well, we have a lot coming up. Also, happy 420, all you potheads out there. Happy 420. And again, we'll see you next time on the Stubbies. Thanks for joining us. Love Boat Project episode 76. And we'll see you next time.